Hello everyone, I am BowserJrXD, and welcome to the Wawa 250 at Daytona International Speedway, race 24 of 33 for the NASCAR Xfinity Series in 2023. 3 races left to the playoffs, and this is one of the wild card races where an upset winner could pull it off. We saw this last year when Jeremy Clements pulled out the victory during a slugfest feature where a lot of great cars crashed out. So, let's see what today brings. Actually, let me get my microphone out for this. And up the volume on my TV. Alright, microphone plugged in.
Seeing clearly matters. Being seen matters more. Nobody cares for eyes more than Pearl.
With Nurtec ODT, I can treat a migraine when it strikes and prevent migraine attacks, all in one.
Don't take if allergic to Nurtec. Allergic reactions can occur even days after using. Most common side effects were nausea, indigestion, and stomach pain.
Ask about Nurtec ODT.
Running fast, crossing county lines just to make my name in the city. I've worked for this for all these years and I wouldn't break or back down. I fought through all my fears and all of my frustrations. I seen the light, it's getting clear. I know I'm taking it down. Woo! Woo! It's my time. I'm taking it now. Taking it. I'm taking it. I'm taking it now.
Well, it's this magical mix, right, of speed, danger, and aggression. And today's pole sitter, Austin Hill, he's conquered this place twice, and he has figured that out. When you talk about aggression, he has found this wonderful line of being aggressive at all the right times.
Okay, how about 4 names? Who could possibly win here?
Well, with a couple races left after this to make the playoffs, this isn't the end, but this has to be the biggest opportunity for drivers like Brett Moffitt, Kaz Gralla, Ryan Sieg, Jeremy Clements. Those 4 drivers, they believe, they know they can win here. The draft is the great equalizer. Even in smaller teams, smaller equipment, they have a real chance. First, in a couple weeks when we see Darlington in Kansas.
All right, before we fire the engines, let's check in with Dave Burns.
And talking about Josh Berry, who will start 13th on tonight. He's already in the playoffs by points, comfortably 106 points to the cut line with 3 races to go. Talked to him about tonight just a moment ago. He said, I'm worried about getting to the end of this race because that's what it takes. That's what it takes for me to be successful, or even for me to have a chance to help my teammate, Brandon Jones, who's not yet in the playoffs, possibly help him get to a victory here. If you do that, that'd be great for JRM, Marty.
So, Dave, we normally see Colin racing up front all day long, all together. Why will that not be the case today when they need to push Daniel Hemrick into the playoffs? Well, because Justin Haley, in a meeting earlier this week, who's in the 10 car, that said, hey, I think my best opportunity to help the 11 at the end of the race is for me to ride in the back early in the race. So expect the 10 car to kind of drop back and then find his teammate later in the race and hopefully push him into the playoffs. Let's get the engines cranked to the World Center of Racing.
And now, race fans, here to say the most famous words in motorsports. Please welcome Wawa mascot Wally Goose and Wawa Regional Marketing Manager Kevin McGrath.
Wally Goose, are you ready? Race fans, are you ready?
All right, engines are fired. 38 cars ready to peel off for today's Wawa 250. Now to go over the starting lineup. Only 38 cars entered, so no one DNQ'd. Starting 38th, driving the number 39, Science Ford. For RSS Racing, Ryan Sieg. Starting 37th, driving the number 27, Capital City Towing Chevrolet. For Jordan Anderson Racing, Jordan Anderson. Starting 36th, driving the number 6, Hoffman Group Chevrolet. For JD Motorsports, Garrett Smithley. Starting 35th, driving the number 53, Wawa Rechargers Ford. For Emerald Gase Motorsports, Natalie Decker. Starting 34th, driving the number 07, Wawa Recharger Chevrolet. For SS Greenlight Racing, JJ Yaley. Starting 33rd, driving the number 08, Panini NFT Chevrolet. For, where's the mute button? On here. For SS Greenlight Racing, Gray Galding. Starting 32nd, driving the number 51, One Stop All South Electric Chevrolet. For Jeremy Clements Racing, and defending winner of this race, Jeremy Clements. Starting 31st, driving the number 91, Evirum BKFC Chevrolet. For DGM Racing, Alex Gwinnett. Starting 30th, he's also Gwinnett's a Pinty Series driver. Starting 30th, that's in Canada. That's the Canada Series. Starting 30th, driving the number 44, Advanced Drainage System Chevrolet. For Alpha Prime Racing, Cesar Baccarella. Starting 29th, driving the number 24, Toyota Racing Development Toyota. For Sam Hunt Racing, Connor Mosack. Starting 28th, driving number 43, AAGI Chevrolet. For Alpha Prime Racing, Ryan Ellis. Starting 27th, driving number 45, Ark Encounter Chevrolet. For Alpha Prime Racing, Jeffrey Earnhardt. I don't know how good my southern accent is. I was trying to be a little, put it in there and be subtle. Starting 26th, driving the number 38, Wawa Ford. A lot of Wawa cars. For RSS Racing, Joe Graff Jr. Starting 25th, driving the number 02, AutoParkit.com Chevrolet. For Our Motorsports, Blaine Perkins. Starting 24th, driving the number 28, Night Owl Ford. For RSS Racing, Kyle Sieg. Starting 23rd, driving the number 31, Funkaway Chevrolet. For Jordan Anderson Racing, Parker Retzloff. Starting 22nd, driving the number 25, Wawa Rechargers Ford. For AM Racing, Brett Moffitt. Starting 21st, driving the number 92, Parking Guidance System Chevrolet. For DGM Racing, Josh Williams. Starting 20th, driving the number 78, Dude Wipe Chevrolet. For BJ McLeod Motorsports, Anthony Alfredo. Starting 19th, driving the number 4, Dually.com Chevrolet. For JD Motorsports, Kyle Weatherman. Starting 18th, driving the number 26, Island Coastal Lager Toyota. For Sam Hunt Racing, Kaz Gralla. Starting 17th, driving the number 9, Menards Fisher Nuts Chevrolet. For Junior Motorsports, Brandon Jones. Starting 16th, driving the number 98, Monster Energy Ford. For Stewart Haas Racing, Riley Herbst. Starting 15th, driving the number 35, National Crime Prevention Chevrolet. For Emerald Gase Motorsports, Joey Gase. Starting 14th, driving the number 1, Tim McGraw Standing Room Only Chevrolet. For Junior Motorsports, Sam Mayer. Starting 13th, driving the number 8, Bass Pro Shops Tracker Boat Chevrolet. For Junior Motorsports, Josh Berry. Starting 12th, driving the number 7, Hellman Chevrolet. For Junior Motorsports, Justin Allgaier. Starting 11th, driving the number 00, Haas Automation Ford. For Stewart Haas Racing, Cole Custer. Now for the top 10. Starting 10th, driving the number 22, State Water Heaters Per Year Chevrolet. For Jordan Anderson Racing, Jeb Burton. Starting 9th, driving the number 10, Campers Inn RV Chevrolet. For Colleague Racing, Justin Haley. Starting 8th, driving the number 19, He Gets Us Toyota. For Joe Gibbs Racing, Trevor Bain. Starting 7th, driving the number 20, Yahoo Toyota. For Joe Gibbs Racing, John Hunter Nemechek. Starting 6th, driving the number 11, Circle Chevrolet. For Colleague Racing, Daniel Hemrick. Starting 5th, driving the number 48, Spiked Coolers Light Orange Chevrolet. For Big Machine Racing, Parker Kligerman. Starting 4th, driving the number 16, Quick Type Products Inc. Chevrolet. For Colleague Racing, Chandler Smith. Starting 3rd, driving the number 18, Pilot Flying J Toyota. For Joe Gibbs Racing, Sammy Smith. Starting 2nd, driving the number 2, Wheelan Chevrolet. For Richard Childress Racing, Sheldon Creed. And on pole, driving the number 21, Bennett Realtree Chevrolet. For Richard Childress Racing, with a time of 49.256 seconds and a speed of 182.719 miles per hour, Austin Hill.
The 35. Kentucky drive Kyle Weathers down there in row 10 as well. Josh Williams back there in row 11 next to Brett Moffitt. See if we can get Austin Hill on the radio. We'll try him again. All right, let's give this a shot here.
Hey, Austin, this guy's the NBC booth. You got a copy? Dialed in, Rick. You don't want to talk to me. I'm going to give him one more try.
Oh, he's pushing the button. I saw him pushing the button. We're just not hearing him right now, it looks like. Try it again.
Hey, Austin, this guy's the NBC booth. You got a copy? No luck. No luck. Listen, he's so dialed in. He doesn't want to talk to me right now. I don't blame him.
Well, they did have radio issues here in the spring as well.
Okay.
So should I make you sweat and not answer you?
Please don't.
So Sheldon Creed, his teammate, has not won this season. He's not won in his Xfinity Series career. He had a shot at it last week. Talked to him today about Watkins Glen. He said, I was pretty irritated that we didn't come through with a win there, but I didn't lose sleep over it this week. His job tonight, get to the front, stay in front. He's already above the cut line, needs to stay there these next 3 races if he wants to get in on points, Marty.
So Dave, Steve mentioned a moment ago, 5 drivers will do a pass-through penalty at the first completed lap of the race, including Justin Allgaier, 3rd in the regular season championship. As we sit right now, I asked Justin, hey, what's the plan? He said, well, the 5 of us, we're fortunate that other teams had this happen to them in the pre-race inspection process. We'll all be back there together, including Jeb Burton, who won Talladega earlier this year. You see him sliding in right behind, right in front of Justin Allgaier right now. He said, we're all 5 going to work together as best as we can and hopefully not lose a lap and hope for an early caution. We'll see how this plays out. Could be a very pivotal moment for Justin Allgaier in this regular season points battle. So DJ, let's go back to the Peacock pit box and bring you into this conversation. For your money, is this one of the bigger wild card races on the schedule for the NASCAR Xfinity Series?
It's the biggest, and I think it's even bigger than when you come here in February for the fact that we talk about points, needing a win to get in, so there's a lot more pushing and shoving. So Brad, my question to you, who does this affect the most possibly here tonight, either in a positive or negative way?
Yeah, that's what it's hard. That's the unknown, because you just don't know what's going to happen. I'm still watching that 98-48, that Riley Herbst and Parker Kligerman battle. That's fascinating to me. Those guys have to race so hard, and they've got to race each other. They've got to stay on top of each other all night long. If somebody gets behind one, you have to go forward. So, Kyle, I think you got to be hyper aggressive. With the inexperience, that creates wrecks.
You got to be hyper aggressive, and it's an incredibly fast race.
Yes, it is.
It's just a little over 2 hours. You've got to make something happen for yourself. You've got to be hyper aggressive, but at the same time, you got to have that head on a swivel, man. You got to see them coming from the side, from the front, from the back. Anything can happen at any time, and there's a lot of guys in this race that have a whole lot to lose tonight, and only a few that have a whole lot to gain.
So you're saying they got to stay really focused all night. So Rick, I think that's why Austin Hill wouldn't talk to Steve.
He was locked in. Yeah, the second that they fired the engines, he went into focus mode. Okay, and Kyle Petty just mentioned this. Very fast race. Take us through the numbers, Steve.
Yeah, it's only 100 laps. 30 lap first stage, 30 lap second stage, 40 lap final stage. You look at the fuel window at nearly 50 laps. There's not a pit stop required at any point. You go start to finish of each stage. We expect the pit stops that come at the end of the stages. Now, we get yellows in the middle. Somebody may try some different strategies, but this one can get over quickly if we see some green flag racing.
Okay. We just referenced the points, how people stand as we enter this race. Again, 3 to go in the regular season. Riley Herbst, Parker Kligerman separated by just 3 points.
Well, yeah, you mentioned it. It's only 3 points, but Sheldon Creed at plus 22. This is the type of race, and Hemrick at plus 28.
Oh, I forgot Creed was in right now is in on points.
28 points very easily. I think Herbst and Kligerman understand they're in the points battle. If you're Hemrick and Creed, don't drag yourself back into it. And if you're Brandon Jones, tonight could be the night that decides if Darlington.
All right, they're going down pit road now to check their speed.
Brandon Jones close enough that he can then point his way into the playoffs.
All right, how about the guys calling this race and the experience that they have finding victory lane at Daytona? Guys like Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Dale Jarrett. I mean, look at these all series combined wins at Daytona. Just between the top 2 Dales, there's 27 wins. Steve, you've been to victory lane here as well with drivers, 4 Daytona wins. You've got credited. I'm telling you, it is a stacked field of announcers for this one.
Well, not to mention
Dale,
that,
Terry.
on the flip
That's
side,
funny.
the owner of the
They got 30 wins combined.
So people
Combined.
talk about Daytona, and some people I think go too far, and they make it seem like it's a roulette wheel. Like your actions don't matter because the draft is an equalizer, and because people do have an opportunity. But make no mistake about it, you don't win 17 races here or 10 races here because you just got lucky 17 times. Some drivers seem to know when to make the right moves and at what time. That's really what we talk about when we talk about Austin Hill. That aggression seems to be timed perfectly.
And right next to him is Sheldon Creed. Was listening to his radio little pep talk before the replay.
Tonight, survival, we're looking at the big picture. We want to win. We want to get all the points we can, but we got to be smart.
That's Richard Childress on the radio talking to Sheldon Creed. Right now, he can feasibly get. Well, he's got a good points. He's got a decent points buffer.
That's RC. Richard Childress giving that pep talk to the driver and team. He's seen a lot of success here as well. Owner of that number 3. He's so famous at this racetrack and every racetrack that NASCAR races at.
Well, I think that's the challenge. I mean, the challenge is, so if you're Sheldon Creed, you just heard your owner say we want to look at the big picture. Well, what does that mean? And it's easy to say, and RC knows as well as anyone, so I'm not putting him on the spot, but if you're his race car driver, his 25-year-old race car driver who has yet to win a race for Richard Childress Racing, while your teammate who's starting next to you has won so many, you know, what is the level of aggression and where do you hide? I know it's a big racetrack, but we've seen wrecks from the front, from the back, from the middle.
All right, so 2 by 2. Our drivers have made their way from pit road back up into the booth.
All right, lights are off the pace car. They're coming on a turn 4. Y'all ready for this? Hi, VP 2024. Hope you're doing well. Pace car is off. They're revving up 100 laps around this 2.5 mile super speedway. We're green at Daytona. I hope you can hear the... Hopefully you can hear this well.
It's a good, clean, organized start. Austin Hill already clear out in the lead. Everybody's starting to jump into that top line.
So you got to hear a junior call a drafting race? I hear you, man. I hear you.
Trying to get a push. Get that inside line moving.
Austin Hill leads. Sammy Smith ducks down on the inside from third, or second on the inside, on the outside lane.
That were penalized, so they have to do a pass-through penalty. They're going to do it right away.
Right. 2 cars, I think, got the pass to.
As 5 cars go pit road right at the start of the
Oh, 5 cars had the...
Great job out of teammates.
Right. So both Jordan Anderson Racing... All 3 Jordan Anderson Racing cars, Justin Allgaier and Ryan Sieg have that penalty.
Sammy Smith leading that inside line.
I mean,
True, Jeff. I think, though, that
they could feasibly get their own draft going and not go a lap down, but they're at a massive disadvantage until a caution comes out.
They had some discussions about working together better than they did in Atlanta.
They're all 4 Chevys, 1 Ford.
Those 5 cars, that's a great strategy. Get it done right away while you're thinking about hoping for a yellow. You know, it takes these cars a lap and a half, 2 laps to get the full speed. Now, unfortunately, they kind of lost 1 car off the back.
Oh.
They might lose the draft. So now they're just hoping for a yellow.
The pack making its way in front of the grandstand.
All right, anyway. Austin Hill has led both laps thus far.
This race on the outside.
Chandler Smith sits behind Austin Hill in second spot.
Do your best to push Sammy Smith. I see Creed moving around a little bit, and that's not going to create much energy for that inside line. You're going to try and do your best.
Got 1 car trying to cross lanes. Nemechek going from inside to outside, but he's caught in the middle, I think. Yeah, it's stuck in the middle.
You're going to see more cars start bailing on this bottom line if they don't get their...
Looks like 1 car has lost the draft.
That bright purple car.
Nemechek continuing to slide back because he was unable to get in a line.
Put him in the middle. Said, hey, you're going to do that? We'll drive underneath you. Now he's trying to...
He's stuck 3 off between Haley and Alfredo. So yeah, 1 car lost. Natalie Decker lost the draft. Go figure. Looks like the car of the 5 that wasn't able to get... Oh, 1 car all got barely loose. It was a blue and white car. Me too. I'm trying to... I can't figure. Okay, Alfredo. But okay, what I'm trying to say, the car that that seemed to not get off pit road as well as anyone else was Jordan Anderson.
Looking back behind him.
And that was a huge moment for the 78. Good as outside line. Your job now is to do this. Stay nose to tail. Do not create a hole where one of these cars on the inside can slide up in. See that big gap between the black car and two black cars? Can somebody take advantage of that and slide up in it? Sheldon Creed's thinking about it, but now it closes up. 20. Nemechek finally jumps up in front of Moffitt, the 25 car. There's a gap there in front of him. Somebody might be able to get in that 10 car trying to do that. Oh, missed a great opportunity right there.
Inside lane is starting to decay. It's a 30 lap stage. Oh! Something, there's a plastic bag on the backstretch.
Bumpers to work together, and this is that look at Anthony Alfredo.
Watching the trial right here. Right there, the car gets sideways, almost turned down across the racetrack. You get a little bit tight through the tri-oval behind people, you put wheel in it, and when the tri-oval flaps down and ends, the car tries to spin out. All that wheel, all of a sudden the front tires grab.
Sammy Smith trying to find some spot in the outside. No room just yet.
Really hard side drafting right now. Very aggressive this early in the race. He knows that he needs to, because if he starts losing ground, they're going to bail on him. They're going to leave him out there all by himself.
One of the cars, unfortunately, stuck in the bottom lane is Sheldon Creed. Be a great day for him to get a win. Hi, Randy Bowman. Austin, I'll throw it to Kevin Harvick at Bristol. Oh, is that what it's from? Okay. Here comes Sammy Smith, starting on the inside. Where'd he come from? And Hemrick behind his teammate Chandler Smith. Looks like he's trying to jockey for a spot. All of a sudden, the inside lane got a really good run. The side draft is powerful. At the line, who's going to lead this lap? I believe it was Sammy Smith who led the lap. Nowhere near clear, more like side by side. Austin Hill getting a better run as they cross the tri-oval. Now entering one, he's back clear ahead.
Remember, he started back there in 16th. And he made a run through the middle, got up to about 10th, and now they're ganging up on him, so he jumps up in the outside. Another car jumping in front of Moffitt there, able to find a spot. Josh Berry Bell's on the bottom as well, the Bass Pro car.
Still door to door for the lead, and Sammy Smith just inches in front of Austin Hill, but it's Hill that has the momentum and the line behind him, that energy.
Trying to get a good draft.
Side draft with Sammy, side drafting the leader.
Austin Hill led that lap.
Sammy in that red, white 18 on the inside, followed by Creed in the 2.
Right, Hill's out a little bit in front.
Looks like windshield tear-offs and plastic flying around on the backstretch.
Yeah, they noticed it. Okay, yeah, there's just a plastic bag. Yeah, because then your car might get a little bit of speed, but it'll overheat, and then your engine is gonna blow up.
Usually the one that's most vulnerable to that is the lead car. Marty, what you got on the 98?
Well, he's jumped up to the front, as you guys mentioned, and then immediately kind of fell to the back, and he said something is wrong with the steering in the 98 car. You see, he's dropped all the way to the back of that pack in the bottom line, and then he told the spotter, Tim Feenua, something's wrong with this car. It's broken, saying the steering is just not acting right. What can you do about that behind the wheel this early in the race?
Well, I think what he's doing right now is the only thing he can do. Kind of back up a little bit, be a little conservative. Well, lap 9 of 30 for this first stage, almost survival mode at this point. I'll be honest, these cars don't look all that comfortable. This track has aged quite a bit over the years since the repave, looking a little bit slicker. And those pushes from Chandler Smith in the 16 on the outside line had that 21 car of Austin Hill. He's got his hands full off into the corner.
Sheldon Creed moves to the outside lane behind his teammate.
Austin Hill leaving Sammy Smith by himself.
Yeah, but maybe it'll allow the inside lane to spring up. Austin Hill though feels a little bit separated from his. Okay, now it's closed back up. Clickerman does indeed draw closer to the 18, second car on the inside line. And now we go to commercial.
Daniel Hemrick and Trevor Bayne Look how close this was for Bain. That 19.
Oh, I can't.
Crazy ride here at Daytona.
Oh, we saw none of it. Oh, here we go. Oh, that could have been bad. Yeah, Bain got ejected from. It's stuck in the middle.
We choose safe flight. For us, driving around is the only way we can get our baby to sleep. So when our windshield cracked, we can't drive this. We needed it fixed right. We went to safeflight.com. There's no one else we'd trust. Their experts replaced our windshield and recalibrated
Thank you for whoever
our
subbed.
advanced safety system. They focus on our safety, so we can focus on this little guy. Safe flight replace.
There, safe flight replace.
I can't see anything.
You're all right. Just breathe.
Yeah.
Now, punch it.
So I mean, I've never, I don't know the story of, I forgot his name. Did I say, looking at that commercial, it looks like they're driving hypercars, which are used in the highest levels of endurance racing, both in IMSA and in World Endurance Championship. Plug in this, IMSA is racing on Sunday. They are racing at Virginia International Raceway, though it's just the GT cars. Although it's runs concurrent with the truck rate. Well, it'll run concurrent with, it's from 2 to 5. Which, I mean, if you're taking stuff to watch, ARCA at Milwaukee's 1:30, truck races at 4 for at Milwaukee, IndyCar at Gateway at 2:30. It's a lot of stuff going on. If you want my recommendations of stuff to watch, for Saturday, if you want, as a warm-up to Daytona, or not necessarily a warm-up because it's, because it's not really the same stuff. Indy next, racing at 3:25 p.m. tomorrow at Gateway. USF Juniors at Coda at 3:30. Well, races throughout the weekend, so Saturday, Sunday. Pinty Series at Circuit iCar at 4:30, which is in Quebec. Modified race an hour after the Cup race starts at Langley Speedway. Not to mention, we got the Cars Tour at 8:30 p.m. at Wake County Speedway. And, of course, there's also F1 9 a.m. on Sunday at Circuit Zandvoort for the Dutch Grand Prix. And we're back.
With Jeff Burton and State Walker Peters on board. And still up front, it's Austin Hill. Sheldon Creed running in the second spot. Those two teammates nose to tail. The inside line was being led by the 19. Had worked his way all the way up to 4th, but then without much help back behind him, they dropped back. And now fighting to stay in the top 10.
Yeah, now there's only
And now it's one line. Whoa. Oh, well, it happens, so.
Just jumped into the outside line and left those two Toyotas by themselves. What's got on the 98 car now?
So Junior all the way back in 31st. Riley Herbst, who came in just 3 above the cut line, sits. What's going on with the car? Listen on the radio.
I was thinking I just came from a steering rack car, and now I'm in a steering box car, but the slump on this thing is incredible. Yeah, but is the assist still the same?
Wait, he's running 6 miles per hour slower than the.
It's the movement in the wheel. My orange stripe is almost 3 o'clock.
And this or just bear with me.
Like.
We're trying to get clock here.
The fluid for sure broken in the front end. This is incredible, man. 4 races ago, this break.
Like, he's falling back. Well, there's Alex Gwinnett behind him. Wait, how did 91 fall that far behind? I mean, obviously, Pinty Series races only short tracks and road courses. And dirt ovals. So, I mean, I wouldn't expect. He probably doesn't have that much super speedway experience. But goddamn, the DGM car is not a bad car. It's a mid car. I mean, Josh Williams running the top 20 right now.
Which means you literally turn the wheel a little bit, nothing.
And we're 16 laps through.
So it could be really, unfortunately for the 98, a ton of things. There could be a mechanical issue on the outside, being like the tire rods themselves aren't as tight as they need to be. It could be a failure inside the steering box. The trouble drivers is I could give you a list of 30 potential issues, and I'm not sure you're going to have time to check them all underneath a yellow at the end of the stage.
I think if you could just tell me, hey, nothing's broken.
All right, let's probably have to wait for some action to happen. Because, I hate when they play safe on plate tracks. That's what made the Cup Atlanta race so good. Because they didn't know when the race was going to end, so they had to race hard. But, you know what? This is just how it goes sometimes. Pussies.
So just do what he's doing and get to the end of stage one.
The most aggressive driver on the racetrack so far has been Trevor Bayne. He has been pushing the issue. Watch Trevor Bayne and Anthony Alfredo. Trevor has 3 races run this year. This is the first of those 3. He makes a move. Anthony, a little bit of a block, a little bit of contact. Trevor says, I'm not lifting. This is my spot. He actually drove up toward the front, and then they hung him out. He was the only car left on the bottom, and now he's falling all the way back just because of that. But he was pushing the button early.
There's one of the Wawa cars in 13th of J.J. Yaley. Oh yeah, there he is. He's behind Brett Moffitt.
In 32nd. Jeremy Clements, definitely a driver on the
True train time.
Yeah, that's that blue with the white 51 on the roof, right in front of Cole Custer in the 00.
Parker Kligerman just behind him at 48. Parker Kligerman, we heard at the beginning of the show, Parker Kligerman and the 98 of Riley Herbst, they're going to want to be racing around and making sure they know what the other one is doing. Well,
yeah, as they run, I mean, right, Kligerman's in stage point position while Riley Herbst is driving with a injured car.
This is going to get shuffled up a little bit, and that will present him with a chance to improve that position even more. That's definitely something he wants to do here, Dave.
Talked to Parker earlier today about how he managed in the top 10 here and said, I always want to be going forward. Even when I fall back into the top 10, maybe back where he is right now, he said, I want to make sure that I'm doing things that make me go forward, unless we're all just riding together. So I don't think you'll see him pop out of line, but you see him looking and thinking about what he can do a little bit later.
Yeah, Dave, that's the key. Is they are going to make moves, just like Junior said. The question is, when do you make a move? When do you want to turn left? The reason he's not going to do it right now is he debris on the 21 car, the leader, and you said it earlier, that's the guy that gets to it first and always seems to end up on his nose. I have to see if that causes the problem. But for Parker Kligerman, and really all of these guys in this outside lane, is when do you make that move? You're afraid to make it too soon because nobody will go with you. There you go. He's not afraid.
Ooh, there he goes, yeah. Sam Mayer. He's won 2 races. No, oh, here comes Hemrick. Oh, no, it didn't work because these people are cowards.
That's a tough situation. He's going to now go all the way to the back of this line unless he can find a hole. He's probably going to slot right in front of his teammate, Josh Berry, somewhere along that line. When you are in the line, the only way to really make a pass is to take one at a time. If you drive down in the corner with a big run to the bottom of turn 3, and you take more than that, you're going to be sitting there out of line, and you're going to get trained. If you can just
10 to go on the stage, where it means we've already cleared 20 laps, 20% of the way through, and it's only been like a half hour.
It's very hard to be that patient, though. Here goes the 48.
God, we got some more cars. Kligerman. Come on, somebody go with him.
To fill that void.
For Christ's sake.
Way too early right now, especially after just watching what happened.
These cowards.
Sam Mayer on the left and nobody went to help with him. That should have been Parker's clue. Do not do this. Dude, it's too early to do it. Now, there are times, Junior, where you drive in it, especially turn 3, and everybody gets bottled.
Is that Weatherman? Running to the top 10? It's because this is a dually car. It's Weatherman, ahead of Nemechek and Mayer. Nice. So the lead draft is 18 cars, 17, 18 cars.
If you want to make a move on that car in front of you, watch Sam here. You see, there he is. He's already starting to look to the side. He's going to try to side draft here and slow down to 78. It doesn't create a big enough hole for him to fall into right there. That's the problem. When you want to make that pass that Sam wants to make, you need to see in front of that 78 down the back straightaway. So when you do side drafting, it does create that big enough of a hole for your car to fill. If the gas entrance there, you're not going to drag him back and create a big enough hole for your car. That's what happened to Sam.
8 to go in stage 1.
Alrighty.
Has been dominant 19 of the 22 laps. He's been up front. See if he can get there at the end.
Nice footwork. Man, you're lucky. Watching live sports never used to be this easy. Now you can stream all your games like it's nothing.
Yes! That's what I'm talking about!
Running up and down that field looks tough.
It's a pitch.
Get way more into what you're into when you stream on the Xfinity 10G network.
Ashley's Labor Day sale is your last chance to save big on summer's top styles. With 0% interest for 60 months. Shop Labor Day Hot Buys, all just $5.98 each. And featured finds starting at only $17 per month.
Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Mayer's past Weatherman.
Pods handles the driving. Pack at your pace, store your things until you're ready, then we deliver to your new home, across town or across the country. Pods, your personal moving and storage team.
There comes a time in every dip's life when it's ready to leave the slow cooker, even buffalo chicken dip. So we put juicy chicken, buffalo sauce, and melty cheese in a portable crispy golden shell. Runaway dip, you're free now. Sonic $2.99 buffalo chicken dip bites.
Hey Jamie, oh, what am I up to? Just visiting a special secret client. I can't say who it is, but let's just say she bundled her dream house and her dream car for around-the-clock protection with Progressive. She has another house in Malibu. She's been an astronaut, an architect, a CEO.
We're in front of her house,
Well,
David.
I'd love to tell you who her boyfriend is, but I don't think I can. I'd love to tell you, but I don't think I can.
Marty, in theaters now. Looks like you got a corner office. Lucky. The art is something greater.
There's a thin line in the NASCAR Xfinity Series between winning and losing, between being the future and being past, between headlines and tailspins, between making history and being.
Fine to go on the stage. Who's at the bottom? Sammy Smith, Weatherman. Is that Mayer too?
In the NASCAR Xfinity Series, there's a thin line between being a name they know and being a name they'll never forget.
Decker's a lap down. Wonderful. Could say somebody mount a charge. Okay, so inside lane right now, Sammy Smith, Mayer, Kligerman, Nemechek.
250 from Daytona International Speedway.
Or rather, they just never mind. Those last two just joined back up to the into the
I think what you're seeing here is
up outside.
Austin Hill and Sheldon 3, two team cars are kind of nose to tail.
Whereas now the cars that drip down, they slow down the back half of the pack enough that they've actually separated from the top half.
They're trying to push the issue where you get Austin Hill leading Creed. He'd love to get 9 points in the stage and just continue trying to get away from that cut line.
We just saw Sammy Smith and the 18 slide into the 11th spot. Remember, he's the only other driver that's been up front to challenge Austin Hill, and now he's fallen back to 11.
Dave.
Coming to 3 to go on the stage.
We saw Parker Kligerman trying to make that move. No one went with him, and he discovered that was not the way to go. But then he got back in line. The crew talked with him. This is a discussion.
What did you go for? Yeah, all good. 98 has a steering box issue. They are in trouble. We're doing fine.
So that was the message. Drivers, I know you'd like to know that. Where the guy that you're racing against is in this. And he's been told now that Riley Herbst has an issue. Don't get overexcited. Just do what you've been doing. There's lots of time left.
He's been able to hold off Alex Gwinnett, which isn't that much of an achievement.
That was not a movie animate. It was a little bit too early. I understand the logic, but you've got, just like you said, Junior, you've got to manage that gap. Right now, if he's looking at that 07 car, is there somewhere to go? If I drive underneath Daly in that 07, can I slide up in front of him and take that spot? Currently, there is nowhere to go. He's going to side draft him. No
Uncard making his way up. Oh, wait, no, well, that's the back half of that pack I mentioned is joined back up.
That's the time to try it. If it hadn't worked, there was no loss, because nobody could have taken that spot.
Under 2 laps to go.
And that's the last of Kligerman now at 12. He needs 2 more spots to get.
Kligerman made the pass on Yaley.
The 5 cars that had to do the pass through, there was some question of would they be able to stay on the lead lap. It will really be no problem at all. They're still 10 seconds in front of the leaders, so first stage is gone by, but it looks like all 5 will end up in the lead lap.
What happens here? That's the question. Does Creed? There it is.
Bottom, you got Bain, Kligerman, Jones, red car. Is that Moffitt, I think?
The 19. That's probably not enough race cars to get.
Come on. Come on. Fucking cowards. Last lap of the stage. Come on. Somebody do something.
This will finish as is. If the collet cars get racy, dive down to the bottom. Try to take the position away from the tube.
Well, let's see how much
God.
Sheldon Creed listens to RC.
Sheldon's backing up quite a bit.
Trying to get a run. Up here come the collet cars pulling out.
To the inside of Creed.
Chandler Smith and Haley and Hemrick going to the inside. Austin Hill goes to the outside. Finally, something's happening. Ooh, bit of a wiggle from Creed from the back of Alfredo. Now we got 2 lines. Can see what Austin Hill does. He always blows out on the inside. He's in the middle. Creed trying to get the run on the outside, but Hill moves up to block. And as they come to the tryover, ooh, some cars sneaking through to the end, but it's Austin. Oh, Herbst is wrecked. Austin Hill wins the stage. Oh, boy.
The left front tires come apart, rip the whole left front fender off.
So, Jeff, you mentioned it. And Dale both were talking about, hey, is it a steering?
Damn.
Could it be camber shims? So something obviously amiss on the 98 that caused
Damn, I mean,
to go down. Marty.
Riley Herbst.
Austin Hill wins the stage. Riley Herbst fucks it up.
Remember, they had the engine issue, and then they had the track bar mount break. They had the failure at Watkins Glen. He was very upset on the radio, said, how can we bring a car like this to the racetrack? And obviously mentioned earlier, 3 races to go here in the regular season. Came in +3.
Damn, man.
Time, but this is going to be not night over, but it's going to be a long night for this 98 team.
My God. Well, that tire looks very, very fucked.
Watkins Glen, that was the last race. Austin Hill leads and wins stage 1.
All right, anyway, after that.
EVs more every day. Good to know there's one that can still make people say, you don't see that every day.
All right, Austin Hill wins the stage, so get some points, and I'll be right back because I'm getting some dessert for today. I had dinner earlier.
The all-electric F-150 Lightning. Available now. See your local Ford dealer.
Gave to me. He got me some food before they visited me yesterday, bring up some stuff for me. Come on.
Cargers, shop, buy, sell online.
The Taliban are on the march and gaining territory at an astonishing rate.
There comes a point when a team's only goal is to survive. We started moving them in small groups through the mountains. Oyenda, Sunday at 10 on MSNBC, part of the Turning Point documentary series.
Lightning can be fun to watch, but a little scary when it hits close to home. If you have no water or low pressure after a lightning storm, it may have hit your system. Aquapump can help. Our emergency service team will diagnose your problem and restore your water in no time. You can count on Aquapump for all your water emergencies and the best service in the industry.
Don't let a little lightning ruin your day. Call Aquapump today.
Do it once, do it right. Aquapump.
Summer won't last forever, but with a great selection of vehicles during Toyota's national sales event, there's still time to capture new batteries.
All right. Anyway, 30% of the way through the race.
And family.
I'll get one of my best dry drinks.
Before it all flies by.
Right now, get 3.99% APR financing on Camry, Corolla, RAV4, Highlander, or Tacoma. Plus, every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care, our no-cost maintenance plan.
Come in today.
Toyota, let's go places.
Dum ba dum bum. Ah, I missed you, Arizona iced tea and lemonade.
I would say this is the call before the storm, but the storm is somewhat hit Riley Herbst already.
Yeah, so basically, you know, we thought and we had heard that it was a steering box issue.
I'm guessing his car veered left and whacked the wall.
Everything is tight. The front tires are going to turn together, which is not going to feel good, but it is not going to fail the left front or right front tire because they're pointing in the same direction relative to one another. Just not comfortable for the driver. They came down pair with a flat tire. Let's listen to what they said.
Someone's upset.
So you hear the frustration at Riley. I have to agree with what Riley's saying that there's an issue with the car. I don't believe it's a steering box. First of all, they haven't changed the steering box. I believe something is either loose or broken that made that left front tire turn out.
That is the consequence of not being able to have practice. Holy crap, they're going out like that?
Now at 3 o'clock and finally literally just drove the left front tire around here at 180 miles an hour, scrubbing it until it finally failed and blew a left front tire.
So frustrating.
Maybe it just blew.
Riley's done a really nice job this year.
Maybe it didn't hit a wall.
This is the second week in a row where something's happened and it's out of his control.
He scored 2 laps down as we see the field making their way onto pit road for pit stops, Dave.
The leader, Austin Hill, said, I just need to be able to tug on the wheel a little bit more to steer this thing down into the corner. 4 Goodyear tires for him. And Ezra's teammate, Sheldon Creed. Oh, he's going to get 2. Sheldon Creed.
2 tires for Austin Hill.
He was, just needs to be a little bit better.
Sheldon Creed goes 4 for 13.9 pit stop.
He wound up finishing 4th, said the car was just a little bit too free, especially at the end of the run. Meanwhile, Chandler Smith, bottom right of your screen, said his car was free.
Looks like he had a long pit stop. Austin Hill wins the race on pit road. Then it's Nemechek, who gained quite a few positions. 12 on 2 tires. Creed, Sammy Smith, Kligerman, Chandler Smith. Creed and Chandler Smith took 4, the rest took 2. Hemrick on 4, Jones on 4, Bain on 4, Clements on 4.
12 spots on pit road with that little strategy move of 2-tire stop. Does anybody have
I'll be right back one more time as we go to commercial. All right. Did my business. Oh yeah, wait. I hit a light switch by accident. I need to keep this off. There we go. I don't want any lights on while I'm trying to do my stuff. go. Ah, there's better. All I got is my one light.
Chip Lawrence wins the race and wins it, the 450 National Motocross Championship. And Chip Lawrence is going to keep it alive. 20-0.
We have not seen domination like this in pro motocross since James Stewart and Ricky Carmichael. Those guys did it undefeated. Well, tomorrow 1 p.m. Eastern on Peacock, it's the Ironman National from Crawfordsville, Indiana. And Carmichael, by the way, Ricky Carmichael will be the honorary pace car driver tomorrow night for the Cup Series race.
Yeah, what Jet Lawrence is doing, as you mentioned, is unreal. I think he can go 21-0, and I'm super excited come September. You know, that 3-race, basically culmination of the whole thing, from the stadium supercross to the outdoor motocross. Now we're going to see that pro super motocross championship all together. I mean, how could you not think Jet Lawrence is the favorite heading into that?
Looking at that as a little bit of a heavyweight battle. All right, want to go to the Peacock pit box. DJ, if we look at this as a 3-round bout between Parker Kligerman and Riley Herbst, did Parker win the first round?
No shit.
Yeah, definitely knocked him down right here. Not saying that he's
I don't know if Kligerman get any stage points. That's the part I don't remember.
of the drivers in this playoff scenario, but how about the crews? Because you get no practice anymore. They had 1 lap of qualifying today.
Yeah, 1 lap of qualifying. You got to nut and bolt that car, and it does not appear that that car was nut and bolted. We heard Steve talk about, you get that slop in the steering wheel where it's doing this, and all of a sudden that left front is towing out or towing in, and it looks like it just drug the tire off the car, honestly.
Yeah, the bad thing about this is Riley's trying to get into the playoffs. He's trying to race for a championship. We saw last week this team have problems.
Yes.
Things out of his control. He's doing his part. He's being let down.
Yeah, Rick, I know he feels like that. Riley feels like he's out of this right now, but we know all the crazy stuff that could happen later on. This could work out and not be as bad as he thinks right now.
Yeah, the one thing he's got going for him is Parker Kligerman didn't finish in the top 10, so he didn't take advantage of any stage points. We look at who did gain those stage points from Austin Hill all the way down to Trevor Bayne. Take a listen to Parker Kligerman's radio.
The 98 had some sort of steering issue. Left front tire just blew off of it, exploded the left front fender off of it. They got a lot going on. They're 3 laps down already. Okay.
And it's 34 points now that separate those two right at the cut line. Getting ready to start stage 2. It's Hill on the outside, Creed on the inside once again.
There we go. Start of stage 2. RCR cars in front of both lanes.
And we'll see if that 3-car push that we're seeing on the outside will search that group ahead.
Hill's clear of the 2-car, but now here comes Creed back to the inside. I like that idea of staying to the top. Creed is his teammate, but if he jumps down on the inside,
All right, Austin Hill.
It's not organized, the top's going right by you. He's going to stay up there. This is Austin Hill I'm talking about. He's going to stay up there and try to keep those Toyotas behind him. Coming 3 wide back here. The 1 car, Sam Mayer. 3 wide this early in the race. Always
Wow.
makes me nervous. It's a time.
That's what I love 3 wide.
Bunched up. If you go 3 wide in the middle,
Nemechek on up to second.
sometimes you can push that line. Once it gets spread out, 3 wide does not work very well. Right now it's good. It takes a little bit of the momentum out of the inside line. A few rows back, right? You can see it starting to drag that inside line back. Say water heaters, camera, Jeff Burton's car, and a Warburton paint scheme.
Yeah, that's what you love. You love to see it. That the Caterpillar throwback.
Movement in that outside line. The Toyota, Sammy Smith going back and forth, trying to push his teammate.
Side drafting out of the 2 of Sheldon Creed. Now does the 20 of John Hunter Nemechek. Does he try to pass that 21 and go to the bottom line?
He tries to get down there and do it, Rick. Not able to get enough momentum.
Great regular season point battle between those 2 guys.
It will hopefully be a 3-car.
21 car leading the race. Creed back to the inside here now. The 20 has a good run, but he can't go to the inside just yet with Creed down there.
And the other thing that's happening here is that Nemechek keeps looking the outside of Austin Hill. That makes Austin Hill have to block that move. Race aggressive. Cannot, for a minute, if you're Austin Hill, get relaxed here. You have to be on full offense, meaning be looking at that mirror. Do not let him jump on the outside of you.
Sheldon Creed now does have a lot of help behind him. Parker Clearman's about 2 car lengths back.
Austin Hill wants to lead every single lap of this race, and he knows that if he gives up the lead, it'll be tough to get it back. Field's trying to work against him, to be honest with you. They know how tough he is to beat here. If they just allow him to stay out front and control this race, it gets harder and harder the closer we get to the finish to be able to take this lead away from Austin.
You see Austin looking in his rearview mirror. He does that a lot at these racetracks. You see his numbers.
Some people just have an knack for it. This comes naturally. I think it comes naturally to Austin on what he needs to do. He understands how to get in front of the right line at the right time. Got great trust with his spotter.
Good on the bottom right here, Sheldon Creed leading that inside line. Parker Clearman right behind him. Checking that.
And Creed to the lead from the inside.
Creed to move up and take the lead.
Oh, he thinks second about it. Now he's going to stay down here in front of the 48. But the run's coming up top. They're organized. He's going
To the lead.
He gets there in time, and so he'll get a little help from his teammate now, and it's Creed that's in front of Daytona.
And the Alfredo and that blue and white car on the bottom, he made it 3 wide.
Oh, the 21 got a little loose there, sorry. 21 car getting a little bit of movement, getting a little push from the 20 car. New check, purple 20 car in third line on the outside.
And now his car's going to drive differently. Once you lose that lead, it drives completely differently.
Well, remember, they were so concerned about losing the lead that they only took 2 tires on the 21 and the 20 and check. I think that's fine as the leader, but now back here with dirty air out front and a push from behind, those 2 right side tires, the only fresh tires on the car is going to make it harder to drive. What I see is everybody's cars are hard to drive. These things are a handful.
Oh, we got a wreck. Brett Moffitt, Brandon Jones, Ryan Sieg, Joe Graff Jr. Oh! And the 3, and there's Kyle Weatherman.
The 38 as they come across the field.
You can feel it coming. The cars just look like a handful through turns 3 and 4 that last time by. Everybody's sort of checking out, trying to gather their cars up, and it really got everybody bound up right there in the middle of the pack. Some contact through the trouble.
Connor Mozak in the 24.
Man, so there's like 6 cars. Oh, Connor Mosak with damage.
Brandon Jones, the hood in front of the windshield.
Brandon Jones cannot catch a break. It's just one thing after the
Oh, Alex Gwinnett, he's done. Damn, man.
We saw him in the 91. Slow on the track.
And Natalie Decker has damage. How did, I mean, you'd think she'd be so far behind and she wouldn't even.
Was it Natalie Decker in the 53?
So let's see, Decker, Gwinnett,
5th in the Truck Series race.
Jones,
Best finish.
Weatherman,
The AMR safety crew
Graff,
all of these drivers. Take another
Ryan
look.
Sieg. 3 wide. Oh, Moffitt 2.
Well, Alfredo came up the track a little
And
bit.
Mosak.
Go back and watch it again. A lot of cars moving around.
But it started with the 3 wide.
He loses the race car.
Alfredo got loose and that contact started it.
Lost the race car and they got into the 9 and that just started checking everybody up.
So Ryan Sieg in the 39.
Ooh, good. Jordan Anderson had to spin to dodge it, but he's clear.
That's where the car drives the worst. Yeah. It's watch a blue and white car. Watch see what happens to him. Everything looks fine right here. A little bit of contact on the right rear quarter panel, maybe. But the quarter, the triangle doesn't have the banking in it that the corners do, and the cars are lighter. And any little contact, you lose control. So and they drive the worst in that part of the racetrack.
So yeah, eight cars damaged. Another one spun. Like his team. This is Graw's camera. He's far enough that he could brake and just completely miss. Oh, the 10 spun.
Such a good feeling when you can get
Oh, so apparently Natalie Decker wrecked Kyle Weatherman. Of course she did.
Big hit for Brandon Jones.
What are these fools doing?
Brandon in the 9, that yellow number 9. Right in the center, he gets caught up with this.
The 78 came up the racetrack a little bit. The 9 came down the racetrack a little bit. Contacting the right rear quarter panel, and then off it went.
I mean, those cars are junked.
Three wide through the trioval is tough.
Wait, did all 4 Wawa cars get wrecked? No, wait, not Yaley.
Contact with the nose of the 9.
But 3 of them, maybe? Yeah. Graff, Moffitt. No, wait. Moffitt, Decker,
So the 78 drifts
somebody
a little
else.
bit.
Maybe Joe Graff was up
Contact
there.
steers him further up the track, right? He's trying to get back down the racetrack, but that contact with the 9 continues up the racetrack. And you're right, the tribal is...
A lot of mid to bad cars taken out in this one. The only good one that's with serious damage is the 9 of Brandon Jones, which he's probably screwed in terms of playoffs.
You lose the nose. Let's see what Anthony has to say.
What just happened? Because I about got hooked in the 25 get a bad push or give one. He gave you one, he just wasn't squared up.
Involved. Oh, I didn't. Garala was involved. It didn't even look like that.
So he's talking about a push. Yeah. But I mean, it just seems like the 78.
Well, how was the 7 involved?
In his own
He didn't even
corner by
spin.
his own controls. You guys have said it here. He leaves the double yellow line more than the car in front or behind. And the 9 of Brandon Jones is kind of holding that middle line, probably assuming Junior, right, that he can't move to his right because he has a car over here. I think he's hoping, you know, the 78's going to come up a foot or so and then turn back down. And finally, there's that contact you guys have been referring to. And then and you're all done. So you mentioned a push. I didn't really see a...
Moffitt's going back out.
So maybe that's... I mean, the 25 is way behind the 78 right here entering the trial. Let's take a look.
Yes, here they go. Watch the 78. See,
No one near him.
racetrack, and then the 9's there.
So he's thinking that someone pushed the 9 or the 25 maybe into his right rear, but I think in the end, in review, Anthony might think he came up a little bit into the 9.
Well, that's a restart when we return.
At Mint Mobile, we like to do the opposite of what Big Wireless does. They charge you a lot, we charge you a little. They put their names on arenas, we put ours on my lower back. So naturally, when they announced they'd be raising their prices due to inflation, we decided to deflate our prices due to not hating you. And if this were one of their ads, they'd end it here with a happy customer. So we'll end ours with an angry goat. Oh, we got the angry goat.
And now we just sit back and wait because now we're under caution. Well, this lap goes to this stage and goes to 60. Yeah, lap 60. Like, what the heck? Man, nothing to do right now. I'm not playing a game because I'm trying to save I'm saving a game I'm playing for a Discord, a different something on Discord, not just to play on my own. But 7 cars. All of those cars are going to be off the lead lap. Ryan Sieg and Brett Moffitt still going. So let's see. Off the lead lap. Graff, Decker, Weatherman, Gase. I didn't realize Joey Gase. He must have had a separate problem. Brandon Jones, Mosek, Gwinnett, Herbst.
seen everything. Then you hear what happened in the 98. Marty, how has the diagnosis been for pit road?
I was hoping you could explain it to me, Steve. Adler Estevo, the crew chief for Riley Herbst. Riley came on the radio and said, can you at least tell me what happened? He said the top bolt on the steering box was literally had backed out and was starting to come off, and the box was starting to physically come apart. That was the issue.
Ooh.
So they got to pit road finally, and they were able to kind of get that bolt tightened back up. And now the steering is fine for Riley.
Okay, he's just installed. Now he just has no right. He just has no left front. Oh, he just has no left front.
That's a new one on me too.
Yeah, so basically the steering box, you know, there are a few different companies that service the interiors of the steering box. Some teams do it themselves at the bigger teams, but you know, once you put the steering box itself on the car, hook the lines up to it, hook the steering components up to it, you don't take the steering box apart. That'd be like picking up an engine from Roush Yates and taking, you know, the engine apart. You just put it in your car. It's been prepared by somebody else. So I have never heard of that coming apart. I would go as far as to say I've never seen it come apart. I wouldn't know exactly what that would do to the steering box. It's a wonderful job by the team to get it repaired, but this is just, I don't know. I mean, it's awful luck for the 98. I mean, awful luck for the 98.
It is, but if the bad luck's out of the way, I would tell my
Well, don't say that. He could still wreck.
We're going to have opportunities. We're going to have chances. There should be a lot of yellows traditionally in this race. And there should be a lot more cars coming in on the hook. Cars going behind the wall with damage and trouble. Don't give up on the night. We got a chance to really get either some of these laps back, or we'll pass several cars on the racetrack before this is over. So I could see this car, and that fender missing, that don't bother me none. They'd be able to hang in the draft just fine with that thing. If he can get all these laps back,
Let me check
he
the
can still
views.
get a top 15 finish.
The fender missing doesn't bother you.
Thank you to whoever subbed.
Well, how will we start? When we come back, the big one happened already. 12 cars involved in this one.
And now I just sit back and wait again.
This is the all-new Tempur-Pedic Breeze mattress, and it's designed to help you feel cool. So no more sweating all night, no kicking off the covers, or blasting the air conditioner, because only the Tempur-Pedic Breeze is made with our one-of-a-kind cooling technology that pulls heat away from your body, so the mattress feels up to 10 degrees cooler all night long.
Anyway, while we're doing this, I gotta wrap up my NASCAR tournament soon. Anyway, the grand final match is tomorrow, and assuming it's the same what matchup it is, I think it'll go this. It should go. It might end tomorrow or Sunday. But after that, I'm going to be doing a 2 more tournaments in my community chat. One, it'll be a single elimination for it'll be double elimination for NASCAR announcers. I've called up 16 of them who have done, at least for a significant amount of races called. Let me just find my list for them. All right, notes. Let me check my 16, Ken Squire, Alan Bestwick, Mike Joy, Bob Jenkins, Rick Allen, Dave Burns, Eli Gold, Ralph Shaheen, Jerry Punch, Dave Despain, Bill Weber, Rick Benjamin, Adam Alexander, Vince Welch, Jamie Little, Marty Reed. I think I'll probably put Eli Gold above Dave Burns, but I'll move Jerry Punch up as well. But yeah, so those 16. They've all Squire. Obviously, he worked with one of the primo announcers for CBS. We had Alan Bestwick, NBC from 01 to 04, and then 2011 to 2014 with ESPN. Mike Joy has been worked with I think he helped with TNN, then moved to CBS, then moved to Fox, where he's been since 01. Bob Jenkins was the voice of ABC and ESPN. Rick Allen, obviously Truck Series until 2014, then he moved to the NBC booth. Eli Gold, TNN. Jerry Punch, ESPN, when Bob Jenkins wasn't available. Dave Burns does NBC races when there's not on-off weekends, or a combo week, or weekends where Rick Allen can't do it. Ralph Shaheen did some races with TNT, and a couple of truck races here and there. Dave Despain did some races back in the day. Bill Weber, was NBC from 2005 to 2006. Let's see. Rick Benjamin was, he did known more for Champ Car from 04 to 07, but he did do some Xfinity races for the off weekend. Same thing that Dave Burns did now. Adam Alexander does the Busch Series, or the Xfinity Series now, also did stuff for TNT. Vince Welch did the Truck Series from 2016 onward. Jamie Little's been doing it, the Truck Series, since this year, and Marty Reed was ESPN. Also mentioned Jerry Punch, ESPN in the 80s, 90s, and then again from 07 to 09. Jamie Little's Truck Series since this year. Spoke with Adam Alexander. Marty Reed did ESPN from 2010 to 2013. With Cup only in 2010 though. The rest was 2010 to 2013. He did the Busch. He did Nationwide Series until he got fired. All right, talking to Connor Mosack.
Yeah, just saw the replay, so it kind of looked like the 78 might have got loose there off the bottom and got into the 9, and I was hoping they were going to go low, and I was just kind of committed to the top there, but obviously they came up in front of me, so kind of unfortunate, watching it now. Just felt like I didn't really have anywhere to go. Kind of part of racing here. Just hate it for our guys, hate it for Toyota, Sandline Racing. Our guys work really hard on these cars, and it's been a rough couple weeks for us, but feel good about the rest of the year, so hopefully we can be good at Kansas.
I know it's a short race for you, but your first time here in the Xfinity Series, did you learn anything? Did you feel like it was good up until that point?
Yeah, for sure. We kind of just rode around in the first stage. I was pretty loose in, so we were just kind of managing that. Wanted to get to the end of the first stage where we could get a stop and make an adjustment. And felt like it definitely fired off better there at the second stage. And we were just working our way through the field, and thought we were in a pretty good spot, but just wrong place, wrong time.
All right, Connor Mosack gets caught up and crash.
Field now coming to the choose here on the front stretch, just past the start-finish line.
Both of the RCR cars are going to the top. The 48 goes to the bottom.
So Parker Kligerman will have John Hunter Nemechek pushing him on the bottom, where Austin Hill and Sheldon Creed, teammates, will work together on top with Sam Mayer there in the 1, also joining that group.
Parker wasn't in position to be able to get any stage 1 points, but now starting on the front row. Jeff, like you said, 9 laps to go. Be critical for Parker to find a place to be able to manage himself a top 5 or even a top 3 finish, if not winning the stage outright. This would be an incredible opportunity for him with what's going on with Riley Herbst.
Well, it's extremely important because you said it earlier, we're probably going to see more wrecks. Well, you could be in that wreck, and right now you haven't made Riley Herbst pay for the mistake they made. Until you go earn points, you haven't done anything. So you gotta go get points in this stage because they just didn't happen in the first one.
I want to remind you, Riley Herbst right now is running 32nd. In front of him is Joey Gase running 31st. Joey Gase is 2 laps down.
They're both 2
Riley
laps
Herbst
down.
is 3 laps down.
Oh, Herbst, I didn't.
Caution comes out. He's still not eligible for that free pass.
I think Alex Gwinnett will be credited with have the last place finish. All right, we're on lap 50, so once it restart, it'll start the second half of the race.
Riley's going to have to wait.
Jeff Burton giving us this great view of the state water heaters on board. Restarts and getting up to speed here at Daytona. See how the pack deals with this one. It'll be 10 laps to go in stage 2 when they come back to the start line. This time it's Sheldon Creed on the outside and Parker Kligerman on the inside.
All right.
Through the restart zone.
Back to the 48, although a big push coming to the 20. He'll get to the 48 and give him a big push into turn 1.
2 RCR cars trying to work that high line. Sheldon Creed in front of Austin Hill.
Kligerman got a good run on the inside.
Kligerman surging ahead,
But his help falls behind as the inside lane is starting to fall back a bit. Creed stays on the outside with his teammate behind him. In third place on the outside line is now Sam Mayer.
Almost all 3 cars clear into the lead.
RCR out front.
See that 20 car, that purple car, he just cannot get to the rear bumper of Parker. So without getting to that rear bumper, it doesn't create the energy. His car just isn't fast enough to get there and push.
Trevor Bain can't get him up there. Trevor Bain in the 19, third car back on the inside.
Sam Mayer in the 1 car up high there, getting a little bit squirrely. He's backing up on the nose of the 18 behind him. Gonna have a big run down this back straightaway. That's gonna allow that inside line to do a little work here.
And that separated the 2 and the 21. See what it did? They sidetracked and pulled them apart from each other.
And we saw John Hunter Nemechek move up, and so now that outside line led by Parker Kligerman, John Hunter Nemechek, and here comes Bain.
Honestly, I'm watching like I didn't even realize that the top 2 fell backwards. I know I'm staring like I'm just like a deer in headlights. I'm an idiot anyway. Trevor Bain on the inside trying to run Kligerman. He's clear. Will he move up though? No, he doesn't. Yes, he does now. Chandler Smith now leading the inside lane. Though the inside lane has a ways to come up, to catch up. Finally, we're getting going now. The 8 of Josh Berry falling behind way past the other drivers.
48 and the 20 going to have a run on Trevor. What do they do down here in the corner? They stay to the top of the racetrack. The 2 car goes to the middle. Just trying to side a little bit on the inside line.
Here comes Chandler Smith down on the bottom again.
Now the outside's
not clear. Now he is. Okay. Bain blocks the bottom.
Run up high. Get back in front of that. He's got a pretty big gap here. He's going to have to defend when the field gets back to him.
Both lines now a little momentum on the high side. And Trevor Bain working both lines now here with under 7 laps to go. Let's go back to Nate.
Brandon Jones is out of the Daytona race here and looked like he just kind of got collected in a crash. Just take us through what you saw.
And kind of tough, man. I don't know. I mean, we were all 3 wide, and it was starting to get closed in as we came to that tri-oval. That tri-oval almost narrows up a little bit, so everybody typically closes up through there some, and we were kind of in the middle, which is not a terrible place to be to surge forward, but I think, like, once whoever was on the inside of me, kind of, I mean, just barely moved up and I barely moved left. I think just the timing of it really just got each other there, but it's been up and down year for us for sure. And I hate it for our partners at Menards. They deserve a lot better finishing than we've gotten. But today's goal was clear. I mean, it was to go try to win the race. We had a phenomenal stage 1. Timed it really well to go get that stage point there and to get, you know, a couple up there on 6th. So I wish we could have finished, but it makes these next 2 weekends very clear what the goal is to go win. And these are some of my better tracks coming up, you know, so we got a good shot at it. We're definitely not out of this thing yet, but Hurst today, man, I wish we could have finished off because that was going to be a good day to capitalize on some good points.
2 more shots at Darlington and Kansas for Brandon Jones to win in the playoffs.
Yeah, he's won at Darlington, he's won twice at Kansas, so those are 2 great tracks for him, but he definitely didn't want his night to end as early as it did here at Daytona.
Moves are getting more and more aggressive here as we come to the end of stage 2. Trevor Bain out front, throwing the blocks on Chandler Smith. Chandler Smith in the 16 running second with his teammate, the number 11 car of Hemrick. And then Kligerman in the 48 and 4th, all in that outside line. Creed in the 2 and 5th. Not much happening here on the inside, but they are getting runs on Bain, and Bain is having to be pretty aggressive with the blocks. Chandler Smith knows he has a teammate in Hemrick behind him to help him go.
They go down to the inside. RCR teammates trying to work back out to the front, but they've gotten back past the colleague teammates and the leader, which is Trevor Bain. Creed up to 3rd now behind Chandler Smith and Trevor Bain. We got 5 laps to go on the stage.
A hole be created for both of them. They both in the 2 and the 21 were able to get to the top. That almost never happens. One normally finds a hole and the next one gets hung out and goes to the back.
Now Chandler Smith doesn't have his teammate with him in Hemrick in the 11. But he's going to get these runs on Trevor Bain coming to 3 to go. Trevor's going to have to be aggressive with the blocks, and he will.
Let's take a look at the Toyota driver update. And up front, it's Trevor Bain. been up front for 4 laps.
Bane takes them to the bottom. A lot of cars stay up high, getting the momentum. Bane keeps going to the bottom of 3 because he's worried about them taking the run to the
All right,
inside.
3 to go. They're single file. Over the road, here comes Crane to the bottom. He's got a good run on Chandler Smith. He's going to slide up to second place. Oh, he's got the continuing the run going through the tri-oval. Hill has moved down to the bottom with him. Creed is now ahead. Creed retakes the lead on lap 58. Oh, what a move.
Yeah, Kligerman pushing right here. That's going to clear the 21. Sam Mayer's right there as well on the back bumper of that 48 car.
Wow. What a move.
Sam Mayer into the back of the 48.
And here comes off the hill to the outside. Creed moves up the block. Parker Kligerman on the bottom now. Hill moves back down to the bottom. And now Bane is stuck in the middle. Hill retakes the lead. Chandler Smith goes with Bane, and Creed will be left out to dry. Oh, here we go, man. Here we go. 13 cars, or 13, 14 cars running in the lead pack. Hill's way out front. Kligerman and Bane leading the 2 lines.
Easy to defend for the 21 out front.
Here comes Bane to the bottom. Making it 3 wide for the lead. Oh, man. Oh, man, it's 3 wide for the lead still. Bane's move fails and he slides back. RCR coming back up front. Oh, a push from Hemrick to Creed. Outside line, starting to charge through after the 2 cars in the 3 wide stacked up. Oh, man, how did he get back to the front? My God.
That gave him a permission slip to do whatever he needs. Creed backs up to the nose of Hemrick.
They're 3 wide. A little ways back in the pack, in the fleet pack of 14 cars. Creed moves out to the bottom. White flag is out. Last lap of the stage. Oh, he's not clear of his teammate, though. Custer moves down to the bottom to help the 2. Right now on the top lane, it's going to be Hill and Hemrick. Finally, oh man, this is good stuff. This is what you live for, my God. All right. Oh, Custer moves to the top. Oh, Creed barely blocked. Oh my God. Hill's leading as they go into turn 3. Custer moves up high. Hill moves up to block. Creed coming down on the bottom. Who's going to win back to the line? They're side by side through 3 and 4 as they head down to the tri-oval. 21 ahead. The teammates touch at the line, and Sheldon Creed winning the stage. Hill second, Custer third, Sammy Smith fourth, Nemechek, Bane, Kligerman, Mayer, Chandler Smith.
I think he's surprised they both made it through there. Richard Oder, the 2 and the 21.
Creed, Hill, Sammy Smith, Hemrick, Nemechek, Bane, Custer, all up front, fighting for position, and it was Sheldon Creed who wins stage 2.
Mm-hmm. 40 laps left now.
Applebee's all-you-can-eat boneless wings, just $12.99. Applebee's, now that's eating good in the neighborhood.
With the Freestyle Libre 2 system, know your glucose level and where it's headed. No finger sticks needed. Manage your diabetes with more confidence. Freestyle Libre 2. Try it for free at freestylelibre.us.
It's go time.
Speed TV audiences are blown away by Gran Turismo. What happens? It's Rocky with race cars.
But we're already winning. You sound so surprised.
Gran Turismo, rated PG-13, now playing in theaters.
East Lake Golf Club for the PGA Tour season ends.
The FedEx Cup playoffs conclude with a tour championship on the Golf Channel Peacock.
Wait, the button for the from the Mario movie. The button for the slots for the Mario Kart car creation was an A button. Nice.
Possible is everywhere. It's in the experiences that make you feel alive. It's the joy you'll
feel, and the moments you create. The once-in-a-daytime moments, and the once-in-a-lifetime ones. It's shared with the ones you love. Possible is everywhere. Go experience yours. Experience your possible with Fast Play from the Connecticut Lottery. This summer, happiness is a new Chevy. You can go farther, tow more, and bring along everyone you love. Your road to happiness begins in a new Chevy. Get 1.9% financing on all 2023 Equinox models when you finance through GM Financial. Qualified lessees can lease this Trailblazer for $279 a month.
NASCAR Xfinity Series has 2 more races before the playoffs begin. The next stop, the Lady in Black, Darlington Raceway. That's next Saturday, 3 p.m. Eastern on USA. Think about that. Go from the World Center of Racing, where NASCAR was born, to the first speedway at Darlington Raceway. You're watching NASCAR Xfinity Series, Wawa 250 from Daytona International Speedway. And what a, I guess I would say, dramatic finish to stage 2. You had so many drivers that looked like they had an opportunity to win. You had teammates that maybe were hanging out their teammates at the end of that one.
That was just dress rehearsal. That wasn't even the main show yet.
Okay.
But you know, this is what makes the stage races so exciting, right? Because I call it dress rehearsal, but there's some awards being paid, and for Sheldon Creed, 19 points already in the stages has to be just a huge sigh of relief for this 2-car. I know they haven't got the win they wanted, Dave.
Yeah, but they're
19 points, regardless what happens in this final stage, it's been a good night so far.
Steve, the team talked to Sheldon about how the 21 treated him. Listen. Sounds like Sheldon understands. It's all good.
They
trust each other.
Yeah, too big of a push. I had a couple of those tonight too.
So wait a second. Wait. I heard what he said, but you think the tone was like, I'm going to say this, but I don't really believe this? Or do you think that was like...
So now you got to listen to the tone?
Man, I mean, that sounded like that. I was like, yeah, I'm going to play nice until I have my chance, and then I'm going to go past. Maybe I'm wrong.
Well, that's okay, right, Steve? That's all right. But I think Sheldon's tone was, yeah, I get it. That's happened to me a couple of times tonight already. So the 2 is coming to pit road now with the entire field. Sheldon said, I need to, they're going to get 2 right side tires, he was told, but he'll have to wait on fuel. 21 was told we're going to plan B. I think that's 2 right sides too, Marty.
Cole Custer, bottom left of your screen. They pitted him to the last caution. He told Jonathan Tony, we got 3/4 of our problem, which is the car being way too tight. I still need more, still too tight on that run for Cole Custer. A 2-tire stop for the Goodyears there. And Daniel Hiermick, 11 valuable stage points for the 11 team tonight. He said I need a touch more speed, just a little bit to free the land rush off the pit road. A lot of no tires and 2-tire stops here. So a lot of different strategies coming off pit road, Rick.
Yeah, Junior Motorsports went with the no tire idea.
Mayer, Creed, Allgaier, Hill, Sammy Smith, Custer, Barry, Nemechek, Kligerman, Bain.
21 of Austin Hilly isn't taking left side tires off yet. I think those 2 big gears are going to go for the whole duration.
Watch them down there. He spits, stands in the gas, almost spins that thing out.
All right.
Pit road. Restart. We come back.
Before my doctor and I chose Breztri for my COPD, I had bad days. Flare-ups that could permanently damage my lungs. With Breztri, things changed for me. Breztri gave me better breathing. Starting within 5 minutes, I noticed my lung function improved. It helped improve my symptoms. And Breztri was even proven to reduce flare-ups, including those that could send me to the hospital. So now, I look forward to more good days.
Breztri won't replace a rescue inhaler for sudden breathing problems. It is not for asthma. Tell your doctor if you have a heart condition or high more than prescribed. Breztri may increase your risk of thrush, pneumonia, and osteoporosis. Call your doctor if worsened breathing, chest pain, mouth or tongue swelling, problems urinating, vision changes, or eye pain occur. Can't afford your medication? AstraZeneca may be able to help.
Ask your doctor about Breztri.
This is AG1, foundational nutrition to support whole body, brain, and gut health. Vitamins, minerals, pre- and probiotics, adaptogens, functional mushrooms, all that in this. Start at drinkag G1.com.
Applebee's all-you-can-eat boneless wings, just $12.99. Applebee's, now that's eating good in the neighborhood.
Crack the science of strawberry hair to decent. With keratin, protein, or biotin in reloaded systems. Up to 72 hours first control, 40 hours definition, or 72 hours thicker looking hair. Fructis, by Garnier, naturally.
Getting ready for the final stage at Daytona. Who will end up in victory lane? We're going to bring in our drivers who have both been there with Jeff Burton, Dale Earnhardt Jr., two of the winningest drivers, especially Dale Jr., with your father having such success here as well. All right, guys, what can we expect? More of what we saw in that second stage?
Yeah, I mean, the third stage is just going to ramp up the intensity and all the blocks and everything else. And I think we'll see more of the two RCR drivers, Creed and Austin Hill. They're the ones making the moves. They're the ones being aggressive, holding on to the track position. I don't think you're just going to waltz up there and take it away from them late in the race. They're understanding what works, what doesn't work tonight in the draft, and they're learning the most. So I kind of like what I'm seeing out of those two drivers.
Yeah, they got really aggressive right there. They've been aggressive with each other as well. They've taken runs, taken the lead away from each other. You're going to have to be aggressive if you want to win this race, but I want to know what three-time Daytona 500 champion Dale Jarrett thinks. If I want to know how to win the race, I definitely got to get your opinion.
Well, guys, by what I saw and what I think we all know is that you can't trust any of these guys. I don't care if they're your teammate or not. So you better get what you can get and not worry about anything else. And if what I saw that they'll do for 1 or 2 points at the end of stage 2, what are they going to do for a trophy and a trip to victory lane in Daytona? This is going to be pretty exciting.
All right, you see the choose and where they will line up. Let's have a look at the Ruoff Mortgage Keys to Victory Lane.
Creed.
And guys, how do you get to victory lane?
Well, who's going to help you? You've seen it already. You make a move, somebody's going to go with you. If they don't go with you, they're going to hang you out and go into the back.
I think the hardest thing to do is keep your nose clean. That means do not wreck, don't get in wrecks. That's kind of up to chance, but you do.
JRM teammates on the top row.
Well, what's your agenda, right? The 98's having issues. If you're Parker Kligerman, how aggressive do you want to be? How much are you willing to risk to try to win this race?
All right, Dave, that's a great question. How much are you willing to risk to win this race?
I like Dale Jarrett's trust no one attitude. And I think for Sheldon Creed, I think he's a really cool customer. Yeah, he understands that Austin Hill is all about himself and wants to win this race, but he also understands that they need to make moves together. In fact, the last transmission on the radio from Hill was, we just need to make smart moves to the end of this race, Marty.
Hey, Dave, remember how this race started for Justin Allgaier? They had the inspection failures earlier today, then they had to do the pass-through penalty. We're worried about going down lap. That did not happen. Jim Pullman has called a fantastic race, fuel only on the last 2 stops, and look who is up in the second row, Justin Allgaier. And remember, here in February, Rick, he led on the final lap of the race and did not win here. So Justin Allgaier would love to be able to finally get a Daytona win tonight. It's been a long night, but they're finally up there with a shot at it.
Yeah, Marty, twice he's finished second here at Daytona. Can he get to victory lane, improve that 1 spot, and use the checkered flag first? 34 laps until we determine the winner here at Daytona. Sam Mayer on the outside, and Sheldon Creed.
All right, here we go. Stage 3 to the end of the race. Here we go. Mayer got the lead on a 0 tire strategy. I've never liked 0 tire strategies because your handling will just be completely gone when you need it the most. Creed gets back out to the lead.
Mayer battling back on the outside. 3 wide behind him. Sammy Smith in the 18.
Good organization on the inside there. See how tight they are trying to push each other?
3 wide. All right. All right. Hey, man, damn, they're just surging. And here's Jeff Burton. I almost said Ward Burton. My God, it's awesome.
Jumped up there in the middle lane, picked up several spots, and then bailed on that, went to the bottom, feeling like that's a safer move. Great view
Sammy Smith making moves down on the bottom. Oh, I think it's Sammy Smith. Maybe it's, is that Sammy Smith? Yeah.
Together here late in this race. Sammy Smith dropping back to Trevor Bayne now. He's trying to hold himself up there with the side draft. Here comes Bayne. Good job by Sammy Smith. Got his car all the way up to the inside of third place. The 0-0. Cole Custer. Waiting on another push from behind.
Separate as they go through the turn. Creed and Hill on the high side. Here comes that 18 of Sammy Smith on the inside.
Saw Sammy do this in stage one. Do a really good job side drafting aggressively. Waiting on his help from behind. Side drafting and waiting. One at a time, getting up alongside these cars, holding that inside line up toward the front. Doesn't have a lot of help. Only 4 cars down there. They're going to have to work hard together to be able to make 4 cars work against all of those cars lined up to the outside line. Sammy's doing it.
He's got to have forward momentum on corner.
Yeah, and he's got his teammate behind him. Sammy Smith has not, ever since really he won at Phoenix, he hasn't had that many great runs. He's fallen back to 12th in points. He's locked in because of his win, but it's been a less than stellar season for the rookie. Despite a win. Actually, all 3 JGR cars are out of the bottom lane, and Sammy Smith's got a good run.
Now he needs push. He gets a push on corner.
Trying to side draft off the 2.
Make a pass, but now see he's going backwards again. Gets in a corner, he's going to make ground up.
Here comes a little bit of help for the 18 on the inside. Back even with Creed for the lead.
It's all about the timing of it. It's just simply that. For Sammy Smith to take this lead, right there he stays even with him.
And they're even. Yeah, they are even.
If the black car behind him could get there, then he still broke even with him. Watch what happens when he gets in the corner. A big push to the 2, but again, the shortest way around the racetrack, and now there's help.
Trevor Bayne's there. That's going to slow down that 2 car. 18 is clear. Can he take his teammates up to the top of the racetrack? If I'm Sammy Smith, I'm going up high. I'm going to block that top lane.
Sammy Smith, the 19-year-old from Iowa, out in front. Began racing go-karts at 8 years old, and now leading at Daytona.
Yep, he's up front. Trevor Bayne on the bottom now.
How everything has to work and how you have to make it work. Slow the car behind you down at the right time. Get the push at the right time.
Austin Hill's going to get in the back of the 2, out of the triangle. They'll have a big run on Sammy. Sammy jumps up in front of it. Good job there. Now the 2 to the inside.
There he comes, trying to take back the lead. He's clear, and he slides up.
And now the teammates have a car in between them. But here comes Trevor Bayne in the 19.
What you're worried about right now is the outside forming up. Oh, big push!
Whoa.
21 lifted. You saw the fire come out of the exhaust pipes. He had Sammy Smith all but wrecked on the back straightaway. Great job, everybody.
Here comes Trevor Bayne. Bayne to the inside for the lead.
Wow, Trevor Bayne coming strong.
Here, big push.
Oh, yeah, that looked like, oh man, the 18 very nearly wrecked there.
Still side by side for the lead. Trevor Bayne and the 2 of Creed on the outside.
Here comes a little momentum on that high side. Creed gonna get some help from Hill. They stay side by side here at Daytona.
From big cities to small towns and on main streets across the U.S., you'll find PNC Bank, helping businesses both large and small, communities, and the people who live and work there grow and thrive. We're proud to call these places home too. They're where we put down roots, and where together we work to help move everyone's financial goals forward. PNC Bank.
Why did we choose SafeLight? We were loading our SUV.
All right, right now, front still Creed and Bayne.
And we could see exactly
Hold on a minute.
with a replacement we could trust. That service the way we want it. SafeLight.
Repair, safe light, replace.
Are you sure you don't want to go bowling with us tonight? Yeah.
I didn't know Jordan just went a lap down. Well, that sucks.
Oh, my daughter gives the best hugs.
We're just passing through on our way to the Jazz Jamboree. And we wanted to thank America's #1 motorcycle insurer for saving us money. Mara, your parents
That's exactly like me. I know, right?
Well, cherish your friends and loved ones. Let's boogie woogie.
Bane up front now. Nemechek on the inside lane in second, while the outside lane is led by Creed.
That's when I turn to 5-hour energy. It's my 5-second coffee. Discover 5-hour energy.
I watched my first race yesterday.
You're on the team, kid. It's orientation day.
And Nemechek moves, trying to see if he's trying to make a move. He's trying. He moves to the outside. And it's on Sammy Smith to head the inside lane, I think it is. So now it's a JGR 1-2-3, which is about the last thing I wanted to see.
Looks like you got a corner on this.
Let's go places. The night race.
Bane moves up to block the top. And he moves back down to block the bottom.
It's the Bass Pro Shops night race at Bristol Motor Speedway, and it's a cutoff race in the NASCAR playoffs. Be there Saturday, September 16th. Get a weekend package today at bristolmotorspeedway.com and see Dale Jr. race on Friday night in the Twin City 300. It's not just a race.
It's Bristol, baby!
Oh, listen, Nemechek got squeezed into the middle, so it's going to fall back a bit. Kligerman's moved up to second place.
Trevor Main out in front now with Parker Kligerman running second on that high line. Sammy Smith in the 18.
The third lane on the bottom, head by Chandler Smith, but that's back in 10th.
Sheldon Creed in the 2 on the outside, that third car on the high line. And the 21, Austin Hill, the fourth car back. The 19, Trevor Main. Take a look at how loose he was here.
Nemechek just trying to push him to help him. Believe it or not, this did help him. I thought it was going to take him out of the race, but this big push right here, look how loose he got. He still got the lead.
This inside line's been doing some good work over the last handful of laps, and it's allowed the Toyotas to get the lead. It's allowed the field to shuffle the
Nemechek got back to third.
outside of the top 3. I would commit to this bottom group, especially with Trevor Baines, Sammy Smith, Nemechek, all Joe Gibbs Toyotas in that bottom line. I would just stay down there and keep working together. I would be pulling up here in front of that 48 and helping those guys. I would only block them when I could, block their runs.
Sammy looking
Otherwise,
for
I try to
moves.
stay together. Now, see, that's what happens. It busts everything up. Now the
Mayor making some moves now. Nemechek definitely getting sucked back. Now he's definitively in the middle where no one is. Mayer, Allgaier, Burton now in the bottom lane. Oh, Sammy Smith trying to block, but he's gonna get sucked down the middle too. Oh man, he's gonna he's almost doing his best to try and bump into everybody else. Middle line looked like it's starting to form there, but one of the cars that was there pulls inside.
somebody's taking advantage of you or passing you or side drafting you.
I like Sam Ayer's aggression, though, with 22 to go. You can't wait for 5 to go and think you're going to get here. He's being aggressive, taking that 3-wide move, trying to get some track position, while out front, the 19 of Trevor Bain continues to lead. Let's listen into the communication with the spotter.
But yeah, now, oh fuck, we're now everything's going to the up to the top lane. Bummer. Come on, no. Oh, damn it.
Single file again.
Bottom lane working again. 5 rows back.
Think about that. Single file, and he didn't get off the radio button for 2/3 of the lap.
Stevie Reed was the voice we were hearing there, right?
Yeah.
Former Xfinity winner. I forget what year though. Maybe 96.
Like Stevie Reeves knows how to race, veteran on top of the roof. And how about the tone, the delivery? He sounds like he's sitting next to Trevor Bayne, just having a discussion.
Great move there by Creed in the 2. He had the momentum, drove to the bottom.
He took one spot away from Parker Klingerman, realized he wasn't going to be able to try to pass Bayne, jumps back in the
Middle, okay, bottom lane reform, which is very nice. It's like I was like so exasperated I missed it getting reformed. There's Justin Haley, who's moved back up to the front, like he said he would, to try and help out. Teammate Hemrick, I think he's running, I believe Haley's not, their color car's running 8th through 10th. So I'm going to try and help Hemrick get a...
Trevor Bayne is the 6th different driver in the 19 this year. There's been wins by Ty Gibbs and Ryan Truex already in the 19.
Also, Snyder's run it, Graf's won't run it. Snyder, Graf, Mosak have not won in it.
Man, you're lucky. Watching live sports never used to be this easy. Now you can stream all your games like it's nothing.
Power of Xfinity Internet. By the way, I'm watching via Xfinity, just regular TV service, which I gotta love.
Running up and down that field looks tough. It's a pitch.
Get way more into what you're into when you stream on the Xfinity 10G network.
If you've ever wished you could take buffalo chicken...
And Mayer on the inside, try to take the lead. Bain storming back on the outside. Oh man, we're getting racy now.
Hold your bites. Sonic $2.99 buffalo chicken dip bites.
Why did we choose Safelite? We were loading our SUV with crap. Safelite came right to us.
Man, this is getting dicey now. We're in the last 17 laps. Repair, Safelite, replace.
Is that our luggage rack?
Hi, wait, sorry, Randy Bowman. Let me check what you said. I think you said Benny Parsons. I excluded former drivers from my top 16 announcers bracket because I don't really. Otherwise, I'd have to put in, you know, I'd be obligated to put DW, Nedra. I'm only including people whose sole I'm putting people who don't have driving or racing experience, basically. So I want this to be about the announcers because they're the ones who carry the broadcast more so than the color commentators.
And we wanted to thank America's #1 motorcycle insurer for saving us money.
Mara, your parents exactly like me. I know, right?
Well, cherish your friends and loved ones. Let's boogie woogie.
This is it. One last chance at a playoff push. A few familiar faces have already booked their tickets. Others will be on at the right time. While a herd of hopefuls have some hard driving to do. Those last spots will be done quick, so don't blink.
Mayer still out front. Jeff Burton trying to make that inside line work. This style of racing continuing tomorrow.
Right. Mayer, Allgaier now leading the front two, the two rows. Wow, where did he come?
For the lead. Again, NASCAR America post-race show streaming on Peacock just after the checkered flag for tomorrow's race. Allgaier now leading at Daytona.
And Purple Guard Nemechek went to the middle. Got some help coming with his team.
Wow. Here we go. Bain and Mayer are the second and third place cars.
Coming off of turn 2, he'll be on the bottom, likely lose forward positions.
Mayer, look at the high side. Did he clear? Just.
He didn't clear.
Yeah, he went down.
Yeah, he had to move back down the racetrack, but his teammate gets up there and blocks the run from the 19 car.
What's going to happen with Mayer? He doesn't have help right now. He's going to need Jeff Burton to come up there.
Sammy Smith goes to the bottom to help Jim. Doesn't help his own teammate here of Nemechek. Sam Mayer needs a lot of help here.
Allgaier working that high line just in front of Trevor Bayne. The laps laps continue to wind down. Under 14 to go.
The other drivers know it too. This race has flown by. It's gotten here really quickly. The intensity's starting to pick up. The blocks are getting more aggressive.
Remember, that battle.
Mayer's trying to fall back a bit. Sammy Smith and Parker Retzloff in line. Nemechek still caught in the middle. Here comes Bain down the inside of Allgaier. What a monster run he has. But is he clear? He's going to move up. Oh, he got it.
Trevor Bank back to the lead.
Now Mayer trying to figure out, will Allgaier come out? Will they work together?
Allgaier's not going anywhere without a run. Right now he doesn't have any momentum. Nothing worth really taking a move for. He's gonna need that same sort of a run like Bain had down the back straightaway.
They're too wide behind that 2-car of Creed, so that means there's not a lot of pushing that Creed's going to be able to do. Now here comes some. Watch what happens. Gets right to him, and now the 7's going to get a run. What does he do with it?
Ooh, Hill making monster moves. Here comes Creed out of the bottom as well. And Chandler Smith as well. They got some nice runs. Trying to see if they can close in on that 19 again.
Look at the run that Hill has.
The field felt good about getting the RCR cars kind of slid out of track position, but they found their way back towards the front.
And now, under 12 to go. Bain back out front. Here comes Creed.
Summer won't last forever, but during Toyota's national sales event, you can make memories that will.
Okay, fine.
Come on.
Where's my mom? Just be a moment. Yeah, just be present.
Toyota, let's go places.
We got the house!
Pods handles the driving. Pack at your pace, store your things until you're ready, then we deliver to your new home, across town or across the country. Pods, your personal moving and storage team.
Pesky leaks. Gorilla waterproof patching seal spray seals out water, air, and
Coming to 10 to go at the line. We're on the back stretch right now, though. The 2 leaders this time are Creed and Bain.
Day mattress sale is going on now. Get 0% interest for 60 months on in-store mattress purchases. Save up to $700 on select Tempur-Pedic adjustable base sets, or up to $900.
The plan was to try and use Haley to help Hemrick. I don't think it's working. I can't even see him. Oh, Mayer getting jumbled out along with, I think, Sammy Smith.
That's when I turn to 5-hour energy. It's my 5-second coffee.
I don't even see where the 10 is. My God. 07 though got some nice firepower today.
Can't sleep.
Just a lot on my mind.
I can't sleep either.
It only gets tougher with age.
Mom, what?
Well, knowing Progressive can protect your home, auto, and business should help you relax.
Good, because I could use a good night's sleep.
Me too. You know how early a chimney sweep gets up every day?
Wait, is this all a dream?
Why would Jamie be in my dream?
I am America's biggest spokesperson.
Debatable.
I said biggest.
Well, he's got you there.
The stars of NASCAR return to Texas for a playoff.
No, don't talk about Texas. Shitty track. Shitty track.
Outlaws, rivals.
It's just it's so bad, honestly.
Experience the no limits action. Racing, camping, live music, food, fun, and more. Sunday, September 24th. Lock in.
Don't stop. It's such a bad track. Honestly. Also, Bain moved down to cover Custer, and now Allgaier leads the top line. Bain moves back up to block the 7. And here comes Hill on the inside as Creed is forced in the middle. Can he slot back down? No, he's going to start sliding backwards. Bain moves down the block to 21.
Bain, Austin Hill, 1 and 2.
Oh! Oh, Jim! Oh, he's gonna spin! No, Jim! And they're spinning behind him as well.
Behind the caution comes out.
A little bit of contact there behind. We thought it was just a 1-car single spin, but it looks like we have a couple cars caught up in this. 43 of Ryan Ellis and the 44 car, Cesar Baccarella.
Oh.
10 car also.
off of 4. Not sure whether he got some help or not, but man, he tried his best to get that car under control.
Man, he was
able to do it, and the field did a really good job of all sort of backing down a little bit and trying to give Jeb the chance.
See, Haley had been involved in something earlier. Vaccarella stops on the racetrack. There's Ryan Ellis being attended to by the AMR safety crew. Ryan, another one of those drivers who began racing at the age of 4. So this 33-year-old has been racing for a very long time. And he gets caught up in this incident. It almost seemed as though with Jeff Burton sliding sideways, this incident happened way behind him. Like they were all checking up, trying to avoid, knowing something was going to happen.
Yeah, the 22 definitely caused the incident behind it, but not because of contact. To your point, I don't know if it was somebody checking up. You see the frustration, but I mean, I thought he had it. It was a 180-mile-an-hour slide in both directions, and I think he just finally got behind on the steering.
They're still working on that car. Let's take a look.
So he's like the 4th car on the bottom, the bright yellow and black 22. He just gets loose. He got loose right there in front of the field. Everybody trying to check up. Almost gets it under control.
See right here.
Man.
This car comes around on him quickly. And now he's in survival mode. He did a really good job.
Oh my God. How did he hold on to it for so long? Eventually it just turned around.
It's hard to do, Junior.
He
Almost just at that point,
hit the
you
end.
crank it back
Didn't
to
look
left.
too badly damaged, but it just hits on both the right front and the right left, and the right front and right rear.
Too bad. Look at the 78. He's wrecking. Everybody was loose off this corner. These cars are a real handful. This track is aging and getting slicker and slicker. Everybody's been talking about being loose all night long.
You said that hit to the wall. It's right wrong.
With the slower steer boxes they run here at the Speedway, this is some heavy duty work. I mean, this is hand over hand corrections. And you mentioned it, Dale, not a lot of damage. Trying to look up at the top of the screen, and I was trying to see what they right here behind it. It should be it right here. Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. Ryan Ellis. Nasty head to the inside.
Wall right there for Ryan Ellis.
Watch what happens right here. Aerodynamically, as soon as he got next to the 2 car, that's when you could actually hear him get loose. Get next to the car, takes air off the spoiler, takes side force away from the car, and you're already compromised here because you want the car to be slippery through the air. You don't want to make downforce. Already a little bit loose.
Some cars
Get there.
bailed on the pit road.
There, it immediately came around on him. He wasn't expecting it. We were riding along. He was wide open in the gas. He had no indication that he was going to be loose.
And Jordan Anderson gets the free pass.
Big hit right there for Ryan Ellis.
Oh, Justin Haley spun.
That inside wall.
So I'm showing it again.
Yeah, it looks like Caesar gets in the back of the 10.
Oh.
Right there. The 10 splatting down the track. Ellis
Pow.
to that. And I'm going to tell you, that looks like a hard hit, but that wall used to be handled even more aggressively.
Oh.
Many, many years ago. I had to spit that car back out into traffic. What you got, Marty?
With Jeff Burton driving the paint scheme to honor his dad's Ward's 2002 win here in the Daytona.
It's such a good car, though. It's an icon. Even though if it was a midfield team, it was such an iconic scheme.
Coming for about 5 laps, just with the way the energy was moving in the pack.
It's going to be one hell of a shootout, that's for sure.
On Jeff Burton, the Talladega winner here. 6 laps to go. The other interesting piece to this, Steve, is that on the fuel number, if you were running up front, I think there's a lot of teams thinking, hey, it's not very tight, but if they go into a few overtimes here, I think fuel could start to become a concern for everyone.
Well, the big question is how much fuel they put in, because for lap 63, it shouldn't be an issue to go 37 laps. We think they can go nearly 50. But when you look up and down and see 4 and 2 tires and no tires, that tells me that, they were waiting on gas or perhaps didn't wait on gas. So we don't know when the last time the cars are actually full of fuel.
It's only the second caution for incident today.
Number 22
That's all, really the first if you don't count.
are going to make their way onto pit road. Dave?
Or was it? No, it's the second one for. I don't count Herbst. Herbst's caution for the where at least where Herbst had his tire blew because at that point the stage had ended. And drivers going for tires.
Up through the field, still 5 to go. We'll see what these guys can do once it goes back green.
And I like these calls for tires. I know we talk about they're wide open and where the runs come from, but 4 tires will allow you to be aggressive on the steering and push people to this level of uncomfortableness with their car.
Who is gonna be fun?
Some days I cover up because of my moderate to
All right, restarting. Max 3 to go.
free to bare my skin, thanks to Sky Rizzy. I'm celebrating my clear skin my way. With Sky Rizzy, 3 out of 4 people achieved 90% clearer skin at 4 months. In another study, most people have 90% clearer skin even at 5 years. And Sky Rizzy is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms, had a vaccine, or plan to. Thanks to clearer skin with Sky Rizzy, this is my moment. There's nothing
Where's the...
and that means everything.
All right. Wait, we're gonna be back.
Series back on the high banks here at Daytona. Countdown to green kicks us off at 7 o'clock on NBC and Peacock. And racing just after 7:30. Of course, NASCAR post race on Peacock just after the checkered flag wave. And it's the final race of the regular season. There's only one spot left in the playoffs. Right now, Bubba Wallace holds it based on points, but there are 17 drivers that can win at Daytona and take that last spot.
32 points is a decent gap, but anything can happen at Daytona. An early issue for Bubba Wallace can get in the position to make up those points, but let's not forget Bubba. He's a very good restrictor plate driver, and it's going to be, I think he could be one of the drivers that could win.
I agree.
Peacock pit box, and we'll start right now with KP. All right, tomorrow's race, a lot on the line for so many drivers to make the playoffs.
Listen, I'm watching this race. We're getting blasted here by these drivers. They're like I'm at a dirt track somewhere. But I am going to say this. All you got to know is tomorrow is the final race of the regular season, and there's one spot on the line. If you think this is intense, wait till tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly. And Brad, your driver's been in this situation with Ricky Stenhouse. Fortunately for y'all, he took care of that early on with the Daytona 500 win. I saw you smiling a while ago when they were showing that once again. But what's it like as a pressure from a car owner in a situation like this?
Yeah. So we go in tomorrow, and this is like you said, he loves this type of racing. So I talked to Ricky today. He's like, man, we're going to go and try to win. We need to get points. Let's start working on firming up our positions when we get into the playoffs. That's what we want to do.
I believe he wouldn't be last, but
so we're going to this thing to try to win tomorrow night to get as many points as we can to work towards winning the championship.
well, he'd have to get a stage win or win the race to get more playoff points. He's nowhere near the top 10.
So what's the goal right now? If you're the 19 car Trevor Bayne, he has been the most aggressive.
I mean, I think he's 15th or 16th in points. No, 15th or higher.
Get that 21 car to lock bumpers and push. Don't push too much. If you lock bumpers past turn 2, they're going to.
But he's in the top. He's in the top 16 in points, but he's just nowhere near top 10.
Trevor Bayne and Allgaier making up row 1, right behind a Parker Kligerman. Trevor Bayne. He knows what it feels like to win here at Daytona.
Yeah, some guys are racing their career. Trevor Bayne is one of those guys. He has to win. He feels like to be able to find himself back in the sport.
All right, here we go. It'll be 2 laps to go. It's not overtime though. Pace car rolls off. 5 miles to the win. Here we go. Bayne and Allgaier lead the field. We're green at Daytona. Allgaier on the bottom row. Here comes. Ah! There's a wreck. Mayer, Bayne, Nemechek.
The 19 of Bayne sliding to the inside.
Austin Hill causes a caution.
Who made it through that incident?
Chandler Smith damaged.
Smith didn't in the 16.
Yeah, I think all 3 Gibbs cars got damaged. Austin Hill damaged.
He is certainly one of the fastest cars out here.
Fuck. He was my pick to win, and now he's damaged. I got 19 stage points, but goddamn.
Slate race restart.
Joey Gase will get the free pass.
You gotta push, you gotta shove. Get a chance to make a move, you have to make it.
My God. Fuck. Just get the car patched up, at least.
Trevor Bayne gets a little push right there. The 21's going to go to the top.
Dumb.
Bayne blocks it, and it's a late block.
Like, a lot of good cars were in that wreck. Nemechek.
Trevor went up the racetrack to try to block
Trevor Bayne, I'm trying to see if Trevor Bayne took damage or spun.
And a big push from the 16 to.
Oh, yeah, he smacked the ins. Oh, yeah, okay, he's got a lot of damage. All 3 Gibbs cars.
Simple as that. An aggressive move by the 21, and the 19 throws a block that he feels is required to win the race. In the end, there's just not enough space, and it's a bit too late. Sure, the 19 wants to keep walking. It's like he catches him on the right rear and it just moves the 19. He definitely makes one move to the right. Yeah, and then as soon as they touch bumpers, it's over. When you watch the car, the 21, he makes the movement with the steering wheel to go right. He thinks, man, I'm in a good position. It's going to catch Grala's car. We'll see how he...
A lot of goofy cars. Oh, he got hit by the 45, which is Jeffrey Earnhardt. Talking about Kaz Grala.
Which I thought was a great move to ditch the 19 to the middle and try to continue to get
it was.
He goes up the racetrack.
But I think he caught the 19. Some of the friends are arguing the 19. I disagree. I think the 19 aggressive move caused it. I could see both sides though. But
that's what we talked about. That's honestly what you want. You want the guy behind you pushing you. Here we go again. Watch 16 get to the 21, and about the time he gets to him, he feels like he has a run. Kind of moves.
Well, we're going overtime.
Pops up there. Game home.
You know what I love about that move, the 21? I know it didn't work, but it was decisive. Like when he decided to move to the right, it wasn't a
Bayne,
slow move.
like all 3 Gibbs cars. Grala got some damage, Hill damage, and I can't even count.
good, just hard racing. It's, you know, you come here to Daytona, Talladega, and you have to be willing to block. You have to be willing to make these moves if you're going to win. Dave.
Rick mentioned earlier, just 19 years old, Sammy Smith, and this is just his 24th start. So all night long, there's been a lot of coaching on the radio, trying to get him to do the right things. In fact, even one time he said, I'm going to do this, or I can do what you guys want me to do. So Sammy's been learning all night, just couldn't avoid that one. Heavy damage on the left front.
So Chandler Smith, the left front, tearing up the fender.
Yeah, Chandler Smith's
Get back to pit road.
damaged.
To the radio of the 19.
He pulled out. It wiggled. Yes, he hit you. He pulled out. Yeah, I mean, he was locked on the bumper when he turned down the line.
Yeah, so what he's saying is he's locked on the bumper, so when he turns, it turns the 19 car.
Oh,
You know,
okay.
he's
Mayer got damaged as well.
It's just he's locked on the
Yaley.
bumper, and when he makes that move, his front bumper drags his rear bumper, the 19 car's rear
Let
bumper.
me check the NASCAR app to see.
Yeah, so that's what he's saying. Like, he didn't make that move to block. It's he got put in that situation.
But if that's the case, wouldn't he have turned
Let's see.
left?
We don't.
Well, if he was bringing that rear bumper,
I mean,
he would have sent him left.
Nemec. I mean, I gotta like. I don't have the full list of cars involved.
It turns the 19 sideways to the left, and he's correcting to the right against that. And it's just a little contact with the corners. As we sort of saw in the trioval earlier in the race with the 9 and the 78, it takes very little to get these cars out of control. They hook the bumpers right here. Neither one of them can sort this out at that point. And it's just mass chaos.
Yeah, by that radio of the 19, it doesn't sound like he was thinking, hey, I was going to block him. It was, hey, my car was driving me that way, right? Like, we're seeing it in slow motion. He had to make a split-second decision, and it seems like he's confident in saying...
Yeah, Gibbs is. I mean, Bain. His right rear. I think is torn. Well, I think his left rear is also might have some damage. Because he got hit in two different sections. Nemechek lost his deck lid.
As they were 2 hours ago, so when you move left to right, they kind of grab a little bit like sandpaper, and that can steer the car much easier than it would have earlier in the race.
And after all of that, there were two cars out front that were able to scoot ahead, Allgaier and Kligerman. Let's hear from Parker Kligerman's crew chief, Patrick Donahue, who's with Nate.
Indeed, Rick. So, Parker Kligerman's been telling us all week it's all about max points throughout the race and then go for the win. Here he is. He's second for this overtime restart. He's exactly where he wants to be. What's the plan here for the final restart, and how do you think Parker's driven?
Parker's done great. We got a fast car, and he's been learning, and that took out a lot of great cars. So we're gonna hopefully start on the front row.
Top 10: Allgaier, Kligerman, Retzloff, Hemrick, Fried, Alfredo, Gaulding, Gralla, Earnhardt, Williams.
So we'll see. All right, Parker Kligerman trying to bring it home.
Nate, let's chat with Jim Pullman, the crew chief for Justin Allgaier. Man, when you and I were talking earlier this afternoon, did you dream you'd be in this spot in an overtime position?
Well, sure. I mean, we hoped we were going to get back out there, Yeah, it's been a difficult night not getting any stage points, and we put ourselves behind the 8 ball early. That's been a struggle, but he's done a really good job, him and Eddie, going through there and methodically picking them off and getting us in the right spot here. So.
Talking about Eddie DeHunt, who is his spotter.
I heard Eddie DeHunt tell him, Max safe, you're under caution. Is there a concern on fuel?
No, not a concern. It's just a pickup. We made a mistake in Atlanta. We didn't keep the pickup full, and it cost us a late race, really good finish. So we're in the same situation here. We can definitely go the distance. We're good for a couple overtimes. It's just not stumbling on the restart.
There you go. Jim Pullman has done a terrific job. Remember, they had that pass-through penalty on lap 1 of the race. Justin Allgaier in a spot to get his first ever Daytona win, Rick.
First ever Xfinity win. How about that?
Using the inside line.
Oh, well, I mean, the inside's been pretty good tonight. It's not been a bad way to go, and I think he's got a very, very fast car behind him.
This is gonna be wacky.
In that top 10.
Only 2 winners in the top 20. Oh, with one bushwhacker.
People that traditionally come into these races, this is their opportunity to get those runs, to get those good finishes.
Well, look at the stats. Pretty easy. Allgaier and Custer, they've won races. Yeah, in the top 20 on the left side. You see the pile on all those names you mentioned. It's unbelievable.
Dick.
And remember, Retzlaff in the 31 car, he was one of those cars that had to go to the rear at the start of the race, had to do a pass-through just after the green flag. So he told me earlier today, I love all speedways, but I love the super speedways, and I just hope I can bring it home in one piece. Right now, he's in one piece and in the top 10.
Listen into 48 radio here.
Oh boy, this could get hairy.
See the 7 on the flat. I like that pep talk on the 48 between crew chief and
Probably
driver.
saving
7.
fuel.
You heard the crew chief mention about the stumbles. What he's doing right now is making sure the fuel cell pickup is full of fuel. There's no air in the fuel lines. When he goes to max fuel consumption, wide open throttle, the car will accelerate.
This is gonna get very hairy.
Because with the double yellow line to your left, if you're Allgaier, you kind of force the 2 of the 31 to push you.
All right, he's gonna. Allgaier falls back in line. Pace car, lights off, about to pull onto pit road. Here we go. Green, white checkered attempt number 1. 5 miles to victory. Allgaier leading right now. Kligerman trying to come on the outside. Couple cars trying to make their way through the middle. Gets Kaz Gralla, Cole Custer, Josh Berry, and Blaine Perkins. A stack up in that. Right now it's front 2. Allgaier, Kligerman.
Coming closer together now.
3 wide there back in row 3. Cole Custer to the top of the
A
racetrack.
push from the 31 to the 2.
Position on the bottom of the racetrack.
Allgaier is out front. I think clear the 48. A little shaky though. There comes Hemrick. Second car in the top row. All 3 wide back there. Holy crap. Oh, wreck! Josh Williams! And Nemechek. And Berry.
Josh Berry in 8, also with damage. Jeff Burton, more damage in the 22.
Oh, God. Perkins as well, I think. Yeah, Nemechek's done.
Car's still on fire in the engine compartment. Nemechek.
See the window net coming down. Jeremy Clements, huge damage
And
to the 51.
Winner a year ago. Was hoping to repeat that feat in the 92.
Clements too. Oh my God, 6 cars involved.
Perkins in the 02. Also, quite a bit of damage. John Hunter Nemechek out of the 20. A lot more drivers headed to the infield care center.
That goes back to that, fuel concern for the 7. They didn't burn a lot under green. They barely, they run about a half a lap, probably at wide open throttle, but even under yellow, burning a little bit of gas. Let's take a look at what happened.
Oh yeah, let's see what happened. So this started in the middle of the chaos.
Screen right there.
Oh. Twitchiness by the 26 is what caused it.
Right rear of the 92.
Wait, is that Bane again?
It turned him left into the 92.
Brett Moffitt involved in the 25.
A lot of pushing and shoving right here. And, cars aren't driving. When you get pushed like that, the cars don't drive straight. They're just banging into each other, and eventually they just run out. Look at that right there. Cars all the way.
My God, he went airborne.
Jordan Anderson, the 27, is back there pushing Perkins and just got Perkins out of shape.
Jordan Anderson, remember, ran that truck race last year at Talladega. Big fire, he got burned.
Yeah, second and third degree burn for Jordan Anderson.
First race back since then.
Jeff Boone's coming.
Jeb does no damage. I think. He's got no damage.
Way up in there. Good work by the safety devices to keep that car back on the ground. You're going to see it right here as they all turn sideways. The white and blue car.
Kaz Gralla stayed intact.
There's the contact. It looks harmless from this.
Chandler Smith also spun.
We saw just how much air there was underneath that car.
All 4 tires off the ground. Josh Williams in the 92.
Cole Custer made that big move to the middle on those fresher tires. To your point,
Oh, and another car got hit. An orange car in the back.
I'm not sure how much more grip newer tires get you, but definitely gotta help.
Yeah, that wreck started 3 rows ahead, you know. Just guys pushing each other, knock people out of line, and just an accordion effect. Couldn't get slowed down, and these guys got swept up in it. Back to where it started.
Top speed as they were going into turn 3. The caution comes out. We'll try a second overtime. We return to Daytona. Allgaier out in front. Kligerman on second.
It's orientation day. Welcome to the team.
Wait, oh shit, the 10 is running 10th?
Who wants to race?
Okay, come on.
Toyota, let's go places. AG1 gives you the daily nutrients that form the foundation for your health routine. It's made with the highest quality ingredients, put through the strictest quality testing standards, so everybody can own their health. Start your journey at drinkag1.com.
Oh, Chandler. Oh, Garrett Smithley was the one who got knocked down.
Breakfast foods like hash browns for just a few bucks, only on the McDonald's $23 menu.
Some days, I don't have time to slow down. So sipping on coffee just isn't enough.
Please, not a Haley win.
That's when I turn to 5-Hour Energy. It's my 5-second coffee. Discover 5-Hour Energy.
For 12 years, for 4,383 sunrises, across millions of mornings, we've been working to make one thing better. This, a science-driven formulation to support whole body, brain, and gut health. Start at drinkag1.com.
Back in my day, we didn't have all these types of fancy chicken.
Pretty sure you have buffalo wings and fried chicken.
Well, we didn't have garlic parm or sweet bourbon barbecue.
And he had to walk uphill both ways.
And it snowed every time.
Yeah, right, Grandpa. You're from Miami.
The all-new Ergo Smart Base from Tempur-Pedic automatically responds to snoring. So no more hiding under your pillow, because this system actually detects snoring, then adjusts to help reduce it. For a limited time, save up to $700 on select Tempur-Pedic adjustable mattress sets.
Field didn't get back to the white flag on the first attempt at overtime because of this right here. The craziness. About 10 on back, including Josh Williams getting up in the air. So the chaos takes a couple more cars out, but there'll be another attempt at overtime. All right, Steve, we started the day off. You used, I think, the word speed, danger, and aggression. Are we seeing that all again on this next attempt at overtime?
Yeah, and underline aggression about 3 or 4 times. Now's the time. Everybody started the day. Drivers, survive, get to the end, make your move. Well, we're here now. We're at the end. If you're going to make a move, now's the time. The question is, where do you start, and is there a line that is too much? At what level is the aggression just too much for the drivers to handle?
Well, I just hope we can get back to the checker without tearing up more race cars, man. It's tough watching that happen, but you got to get the right help and the right pushes when you can, and make the moves to be able to, make the.
All right, Allgaier, Kligerman, Hemrick, Creed, Retzloff, Custer, Galding, Earnhardt, Gralla, Haley.
You're the first one across the finish line, Jeff. If you don't push your guy.
Let's see, Allgaier's won a race, Hemrick's won a race, Custer's won, Haley's won. 21 cars on the lead lap right now. Barry's won, Jeb's won, Mayer's on the lead lap. So 8 out of the 21 cars in the lead lap have won a race.
On the East Coast, 29 cars have been involved in incidents today. As we look at the playoff standings, we saw that.
Wow, 29 cars involved in accidents. My God.
That same number in 22. August of 22, 31 cars involved.
My God.
Here with Austin Creed, Creed's crew chief, Jeff Stankiewicz. You're in good shape here, but you're right on that cut line just above it. What's the plan here for trying to win this race, or make sure you avoid the crash here?
I don't think there's much we can do to avoid the crash, obviously, but we just need to stay in line and
hopefully get a good clean start here. Hopefully nobody behind us gets up. We had a good points today with stage points, and that's really what we needed. We've had a rough season, a lot of bad luck with us this year. So if we can just finish this thing strong, I think we can win the race. I think we got a better car, but you know we're all racing that 48 for a playoff spot. So it just depends on how it plays out. As long as we get the right pushes at the right time, this is.
I'd say while it's cool seeing Nate Ryan do pit road stuff. It's not something he normally does, so I think it's just cool. All right, here we go again, going for our second attempt at overtime.
Completely change it. Look at that 31 of Retzlaff, the 45 of Earnhardt. If one of those drivers win, everything we've been thinking about in the playoffs will be upside down.
Well, Earnhardt's not playoff eligible, so it doesn't. Neither is Greg Golding. They've both missed races. Well, or not attended races. Here we go, attempt number 2.
Turn number 1.
Allgaier, Kligerman the top 2. Hemrick behind Allgaier. Creed behind Kligerman.
And Allgaier now has cleared both lines.
That's a pretty good shot.
45 falling back. Ooh. Someone's got a problem. Looks like Josh Berry. Allgaier blocking Hemrick. 4 cars on the inside. Oh! Big shoves, 48-11 to the. He goes to the outside. 7's way out there. 2 gonna give the 48 some help. Oh. 4's got a big run. He's gonna go to the inside. Not just yet. Oh, the 26 spins.
The 26 goes around. So Kaz Gralla.
We're green still. Last lap at Daytona. Allgaier leads. It's Creed and Kligerman in second spot. This could get hairy.
Is there an issue?
The 8 looks like he's almost blowing up. 7 goes down to block the 2. I don't believe Allgaier's ever won at Daytona, fun fact. Oh, man. Creed almost. Oh, man, a big push from Hemrick to Creed. Oh, Creed to the outside of Allgaier. He's got a monster run. Here he comes to the outside. He soars around him. But can he beat him coming to the line? Kligerman and Hemrick coming to fill the second row. Allgaier back ahead on the inside. To the finish line we go. Will it be Creed? Will it be Allgaier? At the line, it's Justin Allgaier. Oh, that's how you do it. And Josh Berry and Jordan Anderson wreck at the end.
He finishes one spot better and gets the win at Daytona.
Career win number 21 for the driver, the number 7 from Illinois.
The veteran, 37-year-old.
And Creed, for the second straight week, comes up just short.
A lot of bad luck for this team throughout the season. They've had plenty of speed at just about every race they've been at, especially in the last 4 or 5 weeks. Big win for this team to finally get all that bad luck behind them into the playoffs.
Creed, 5 1,000ths of a second.
5 1,000ths.
Xfinity Series win.
He put himself in a
That's in the top 15.
made a great move.
He did everything right. He just didn't
5.
He did everything right. He got the points he needed that the Screw Cheese spoke about, that Richard Chiller spoke about. Got good stage points, finished second in the race, had a great shot to win the race. Huge disappointment.
Wow.
That was mission accomplished for that team. And never count this guy out. Just like Allgaier. He's just so good at what he does. Just never, ever count him out. Remember, come down pit road. Start the race, serve a penalty.
Wow, that's awesome.
Allgaier is going to celebrate World Center of Racing.
Yeah, that's a classic finish right there, and I can finally. It means I'll have to update my top 100 closest finishes. good. You know, I enjoyed the race.
You hear the emotion from the team. They know that for Justin Allgaier, this is big. They know about Daytona too. And Allgaier has just won for the first time.
I told you, for his first win at Daytona. And yeah.
He's a veteran in this series, went to the Cup Series, came back, and now winning things for Junior Motorsports.
I mean, the rumors that he's going to Kaulig, is he really? I hope he doesn't leave this team. He's making magical things happen.
First of all the fans out here, thank y'all. I've been coming to this place a long time. I want to know when you're so bad and we've been so close. And this team, I just can't say enough. Jim Pullman, everybody on this 7 team, everybody at Junior Motorsports. Obviously, our helmets camera was amazing tonight.
Yeah, it's some mayo tomorrow, that's for sure.
And to not really be sure what we were going to have there at the end.
What a run by Creed, though. He gave that everything he had.
Picker were lights out. Eddie DeHaan, my spotter, was fantastic. Wish my family was here. You know, they're not here. We got softball tomorrow, so I'm disappointed they're not here. Miss Evelyn, it is Miss Evelyn Brandt's 100th birthday today. 100th birthday. And,
wait, 4 wide at the line for 5th. And look at the Creed barrel. Wow.
Oh. Did I win? I think I did, right? That angle looks bad, doesn't it?
No, you're definitely the winner.
You know, honestly, just in there, the pushes, I can't think the guys enough for the pushes over time.
Wow. Let's look at that again. My God. Yeah, he got it. Barely.
Elements, Unilever, all of our partners, Unilever.
My God, what a great finish. My God.
You mentioned the adversity. The day started awkwardly. You had to come from a passer penalty.
Yeah, I mean, we had an oversight yesterday when we got to the track and put a car through inspection that just wasn't where we wanted to roll at the inspection. And unfortunately, that cost us a...
He had to work from the back to the front.
Never quit, never gave up, and we rallied, and obviously we put ourselves in a good position, and the strategy was awesome, and it was pretty awesome.
Look around. How much will you treasure this?
More than you know. You know, the flag right there, Chant USA, thank y'all. This is the best country in the world, and it's, man, it's special. This is Daytona. This is one of the iconic places in the world, and I'm just so thankful to be here.
And Justin Allgaier is a winner at Daytona, Rick.
Yep.
Well, Justin Allgaier is now going to head to the Ruoff Mortgage Victory Lane, one of the most famous ones in all of racing here at Daytona International Speedway. The crowd saw it. We saw the replay over and over. 5/1000ths of a second. That's tied for 4th closest margin of victory ever in the NASCAR Xfinity Series. Allgaier gets his win at Daytona. And now, for Junior Motorsports, 8 different drivers have won for Junior Motorsports at Daytona.
Let's see. Regan Smith, Chase Elliott, Noah Gregson, Michael Annette, William Byron, Tyler Reddick,
When my doctor gave me breast trees,
Dale Jr. never won for his team at Daytona.
better breathing, symptom improvement, and reduced flare-ups.
Registry won't replace a rescue inhaler for sudden breathing problems. It is not for asthma. Tell your doctor.
Regan Smith, Chase Elliott, William Byron, Noah Gregson, Michael Annette, Justin Allgaier. Who are the other two? McMurray? No, Casey Kane, and I guess McMurray? No, his one was at Atlanta. Fast crossing county line just to make my name in the city. I would for this for all these years, and I wouldn't break her back down. I fought through all my fears and all of my frustrations. I'm just trying to figure out the last one is, then I'm gonna stop the stream. Clear, I know, I'm breaking it down. Whoa, it's my time, I'm breaking it down. I'll figure out some other time. But thank you all so much for coming to watch today. Oh man, that was great race. Good stuff. And I think I'll see you tomorrow for the Coke Zero 400. Thank you all so much. This is BowserJrXD signing off. Have a good one. Let me update the stats one more time. All right, now we're good. Peace, y'all.